it. Hold on. Someone sent me this photo this
Wait,
morning,
wait,
and I
wait.
was like,
Hello, everybody who's live. Hello, everybody who's live watching this now or watch this in the future. There was actually a guide yesterday who said, where's part 2 to this podcast? So we're back months later to finally finish our all-time Big Brother ranking. I found the tier list that we started, so it's perfectly intact. It's exactly where we left it. I'm just posting this tweet real quick on Twitter, the links to this stuff. But it's exactly how we left it, and I'm just excited to finally finish this podcast. I'm here with my friend Lavina, the Queen. Lavina, how you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I hope we don't get dragged again. Actually, no, drag us because it's so funny that people take it that seriously. Yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like there's a couple. I was scanning the list of people that we have left, and I was like, okay, there's some really good people here, but there's also a lot of just like they're there people, But
Yeah.
I'm excited.
There definitely was some opinions last time we did this. People were like, "What the hell is wrong with you guys? Where's the cookout?"
Well, it's like we're just two people. Like we're just two random ass people. Like, well, it doesn't matter what we say.
No, it definitely matters what we say.
The cookout's at the bottom of the list because they were the most recent season, right?
Yeah, I was actually going to say. I'm actually going to put this on the screen. We got music if anyone's listening to music. Anyway, anyone from Big Brother 23, they're at the bottom of this because they're recently added. So if you're here to see your faves get ranked, you're gonna have to wait to the end of the stream, but use that as like extra incentive to actually like stay.
It's jury only, right?
Jury, yeah. We're only doing people who've made jury. So if this list might look long, but this could be like 10 times longer because look at all the people we're sitting out. So just keep that with a grain of salt. But yeah, actually, we're smart. We actually put all the people who didn't make jury in the non-jury list already, so we don't have to worry about that.
I feel like I wasn't there for that. I feel like you just did that.
I think I did.
I was like, yeah, you're gonna do that, by the
way. I feel like there might have been like special exceptions if we just liked them enough. Like, let me see. Or if they were interesting enough, I think that we just left them out just to talk about them. But I'm looking at this right now. I don't think we really left anyone out that we would have cared about. So we did a good job.
What about Ashleah S tier?
I'm good. So lastly, it's very hot in both Delaware and I'm not going to put Lavina's location out, but it's very hot in where we live. So if you see her sweating or me with this bright fan, that's why. Do we want to be at the bottom of the screen or do we want to be at the side? Oof. Or do we want to be at the side? Okay,
this is good.
We're going to be at the side. Okay.
Cool.
Let's get it. Yes, let's get it. Rated Jordan. And Montana 20 said, "Hi, friends. Hey, what's up?" Okay. So we're going to get straight to it. Last time we left off, the only people who made like the highest of the high tier was Dan Giesling, Daniel Reyes, as they should. I say we continue. All right. So the next person that we have on here is Jesse from Big Brother 15. How do you feel about Jesse, Lavina?
So as far as I remember from last time, we ranked on gameplay and there was a couple things, but it was like gameplay and impact, right?
Yeah.
So just as a reminder, as far as that's okay. This season is just so hard for every single person involved for me to rank. Like it was even hard for me to rank Andy because I personally loved Andy's gameplay, but with the season, I was like, okay, this is really hard for me to rank, but for obvious reasons. Yeah. But so Jesse, from what I do remember, flipped on the evil people. So impact wise, I like that, but otherwise, like not very good. I remember her being like really over emotional and wearing everything on her face. So I mean, like just like F, right?
Yeah, she wasn't a good player at all. Like I remember her like kind of just jumping to where the power was every
Mhm.
single time.
But
And
not in a
it
good
kind
way.
yeah, like it rubbed people off like the wrong
Yeah.
way. So yeah, definitely F. Um, let's see though. Where do we
I
want?
say
She did fight a lot.
I feel like we should just not put them in a certain spot. Do we care or should we?
I care. I
Okay,
definitely
okay.
care.
Okay.
We listen. We need to be as precise as possible. Since she fought with people, I'm gonna put her with Crazy James because Crazy James fought with people.
Okay.
Real quick, I just realized this because someone blew up on us last time. This is Amy from
Yeah.
Big Brother 3. We definitely have to rank her because I know who Amy is. She got eliminated twice in one season. Was it the right move to eliminate her the second time? No, but Danielle and Jason did that anyway. As far as Amy though, she was decent at competition. She was kind of like an airhead though. But I would give her like if Howie makes D, I will at least Amy get D. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. There's really no okay. Like, listen, there's really like no rhyme or reason to these rankings, so just don't take it that seriously.
Ben said we left Jace off. I mean, do we really need to talk about Jace? I mean, like, let me see which Jace is this one. We left off All Stars Jace. Where is he at?
Wait, how?
No, we didn't. No, he's still here. I don't think. Yeah, we definitely ranked Jace somewhere. I think.
I remember doing that.
Yeah, we ranked Jace. Anyway, sorry, my phone was getting like text. All right, Jocasta from Big Brother 16. Jocasta, she was
so funny.
She was very funny. I remember her speaking like tongues during the the season. She was never really in like an alliance, if I'm gonna be honest. She was just kind of there. This close to returning though, that was interesting. Jocasta was just kind of there. She was just a character. I mean, unfortunately, she was just like the Big Brother used to like to do this thing where they just kind of like make a super religious black person and put them in the house. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, but that was just like the spot that they put Jocasta in. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because I mean, obviously Chantel, Survivor, the Priest, obviously played a killer game. You know what I'm saying? But Jocasta did not do good. But I agree with Charlie. Jocasta blended in with the furniture on her season. You know what I'm saying? Like she was just kind of there.
Yeah. The only moment that I could really pinpoint was when Donnie used the veto on her, and that moment it was Donnie using the veto, right? Like I think it was something like that. That was an incredible moment, and I feel like it, like that's a moment that people were like, "Wow, we love Donnie as America's favorite." That's one of the one of the many reasons, but yeah.
And I mean, actually, I remember the GIF of Jocasta like looking back on the couch with like her face like.
Yes.
So I mean, there's that. Yes. But I mean, Jocasta, I mean, she's not a good player. I mean, let's be honest.
No.
So she's gonna be F, but she's entertaining. So they'll give her some brownie points. She's definitely with David Alexander, or is that tripping?
No, Elena is way too high. Way too high.
Thinking, man.
Okay, put her all the way like next to Annalise. Gina
Marie was worse. Yeah, there you go. What were we thinking? Right.
A lot of these, like, I don't like Angela's placement. By the way, we'll get to it, but I hate
Angela BB20.
B.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some readjustments. It's been some months.
Yeah.
Now you got Chef Joe from 14. He was also a bad player, man. Like he was just, we're in the backyard and we're getting our veto. Like you just screamed. That was his impact. I remember
saying, oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I feel like you're gonna say it, but the moment that he said Dan to Dan.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it was so bad. He was like, you can't trust that Dan guy, and he was like, I'm Dan. Like, what's up, dude? Like, yeah, he was so bad, man. Like, He's just like Adam Posh, but like way worse.
Yeah.
So like he's actually one of the worst players ever. I put him above Jeff though. I hate Jeff, but you know,
because he is the one who was in one of the most iconic moments of that season.
yeah.
He did get headbutted by Willie.
Oh
Chance.
yeah, he did do that. Oh my god, yeah.
I love
What
it.
a mess. What a mess of a season, man. All right. Next we got the iconic Johnny Mack.
Come on, man. Listen, let me say something. So my first full season of Big Brother was I was
17.
Technically 17 for me. The first like live full season. I was a late bloomer, man. But I missed like the first 2 weeks of 16. So I normally say 16, but for this purpose, it was technically 17.
Okay.
My sister started watching 15, and I was like, what the hell is this like weird show? And yeah, that was it. But I didn't like any of the characters on 15, so I just obviously didn't continue watching. But yeah, so 17, he is my first rootable person that I ever actively live rooted for on Big Brother.
Awesome.
It was Johnny Mack. And I feel like us not having, and listen, granted, All Stars was trash, we get it, but him not even being a returnee, or even maybe he was considered, I don't know, but from what we know, he probably wasn't considered for All Stars, is bullshit, because not even just the DR, it's just like the social, the veto wins. Like, come on, man. That's like the one time I like competition wins is when someone's just constantly pulling out vetoes. That's entertaining.
I remember there was a live stream he was on during All Stars, and he was even saying, I didn't even get an invite. I remember Donnie also didn't get an invite. I'm like, what is wrong with CBS?
I mean,
how do you not have
things.
dentist John McGuire? Like, how do you not have this beautiful soul?
It's a mess.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
but
ranking wise,
yeah. You see, King, he was listen. This guy won comps too. Yep. Okay. The issue with Johnny Mack, he was eliminated during the season, so I was going to bump him down a little bit. But he is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. He's good. He's so weird. I remember he even made like a sub alliance with Vanessa right when he came back. The fact that you can get over her completely screwing you over just to work back with her. That was that showed signs of adaptability. Who got America's favorite player during this season?
Freaking James.
Whack. He should have got it.
I'm gonna say okay, here's my thing. I don't like our C tier. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. So something just fell off the wall. I don't agree with it. I'm looking and I'm seeing Christian way too high. What happened?
Yeah. What happened there, man? We're going to do some readjustments right now after we put Johnny Mack. He's definitely a C tier though, right?
Yeah. Because also he was constantly on the block and survived. And it wasn't like, they were telling him, hey, can you be a pawn? We got the iconic soundbite of him saying, I think it was Clay who was like, hey, man, just say no if it's not okay with you. And it cuts to DR Johnny Mack's like, no. And so I get it. But yeah, I'm going to say C, lower C.
I'll put him with Donnie because I think they're both likable guys.
Why is James so low?
So look. Before we continue putting people on the board, right? We need some readjustments because I feel like we had some recency bias at the time. I think this tier is fine. This tier, unfortunately, is fine.
Yes.
This is fine. This is fine.
I would say Danny should go B+. She got
for
second
impact
place.
alone. That's fair.
Yeah, I think Frankie's too high, Angela's too high, and Christmas should not be in the C tier.
So, I'm fine with dropping Angela. I think her game strictly was because of competitions, but it feels weird putting her with like the same tier as Janelle.
Yeah. She can be high. She can be high C.
Real quick, because looking at this, it looks like we really put a lot of stock in like gameplay. Do we want to continue with that, or?
I mean,
because we factored in impact as well, But
Mhm.
looking at this, we really like. I think we really like relied on like gameplay, even though some areas are still kind of like weird. Like for example, Christian is definitely like way lower.
I would put F.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that he's with Corey. Yeah, he's with Corey.
Yeah. Just
The only difference, like,
airheaded. Nice
yeah,
guy, but airheaded.
yeah. I'm like, so you think Frankie should be dropped?
I would say Frankie go. So okay, if we want to, okay, let's put let's what's the word? Balance them out more. So 50% impact, 50% gameplay, because yeah, Frankie technically does have impact
Yeah.
because I like sure, okay, fine, but I don't know. I feel like he can go high C, but I think Janelle should be. I think Janelle should go to A.
See, all right, yeah, that's fine. We didn't even think Janelle was a good player
Yeah,
per se. It was just because of her impact, but we can raise her up.
yeah,
We're completely like ripping this thing apart. It's okay though. It
good.
doesn't matter.
So Davon should because I'm reading the chat.
So how
too.
about
Davon
this? How about this? To balance it out. If you have like great moments, if that gets you to a certain tier, beautiful.
Mhm.
But when it gets to the actual tier, we prioritize in terms of order their gameplay.
Okay.
So for example, Janelle, definitely A, but she's not higher than these people.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. With that being said, so you said Frankie shouldn't be up here?
I think Frankie should be C. High
Really?
C.
Okay. Because I actually think he, honestly, this close to winning the game. Like he was probably the second or third most likely to win that season. But
I think
like
I just have that bias. I hate
he
that
technically lost a reset button, if we're gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I feel like we have to drop Helen then.
Wait, who?
Helen.
Oh, Helen? Yeah, I don't know. I just
feel like we
like
have to drop a lot of these people then if Frankie drops down.
Okay, then put him back up. You're right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because
I think Frankie's better than all three of these people.
Yeah. I agree.
Hey, what's up?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right. Moving down here.
Christmas.
So I don't think Christmas is a likable person at all, but her strategy worked. That's the only issue. So like, where would you drop her? She never. You know what? I'm fine with dropping her because to D, because I feel like her strategy is good for longevity, but it's not a winning game.
Well, okay. What if you put her just next to, right above Holly, to the left of Holly?
Holly. On
who's
in
also in C.
Oh, in C. Holly. Which one is? Oh, her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Holly would go above her, obviously, because she second place. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That being higher than these two feels weird.
So Davon should move all the way up to the top of the C tier because of impact.
Yeah.
And maybe Kaser should as well.
Yeah.
We're just like, we're fucking around.
I don't care. I do not care. And I would like to put James up there too.
I think James should also be higher in the C tier.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Probably right here because Erica plays higher than him.
Yeah, and the only reason Kaser's higher than him at this point is just impact.
Okay.
It outweighs.
Oh yeah, listen, we're completely vibing right now. I don't care.
Yeah,
yeah.
Seriously. Let's just move on.
Yeah. All right, anyway. Continuing on. All right, we got Jordan. She won.
Okay.
Super nice. I think her game naturally is going to get her far in the game every single time she plays, no matter what. I'm trying to think. Jordan's not a good winner though, but if you rank her with every single player, she's actually she ranks fairly high.
She
Yeah, go ahead.
returned as a winner.
Yeah, and still did well.
And did well.
Yeah.
So, is it a B or C?
I still feel like C because I feel like some of these people are better than her in terms of win and I mean of gameplay, and even outside of that, even though she won, she's not like a competent winner. Like no shade. She got very lucky. She sat next to someone that a lot of people hated, so I would put her like she kind of reminds me of literally Jessica. Like they're like the same person, but the difference is that Jordan won.
And one is a little bit more iconic in my opinion, and that's Jessica.
So we're gonna drop it right there. Real quick, this music's too laid back. I need lo-fi hip hop radio.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, beautiful. That's better. Is that too loud, or are we good?
No, I think it's fine.
But yeah, beautiful. Okay. Who is this? Oof,
Isn't that the guy from? Is his name Josh? Big Brother 3? I can't see.
I don't remember him.
Hold on.
Full screen.
His name's Josh, Big Brother 3? Yeah, it is. Okay. So he was evicted in week 5 with a unanimous vote.
Okay. You have all the power here because I don't remember him.
I mean, my thing with Big Brother 3 is I've only watched it one time. I don't know why, because I'm such a big fan of Daniel Reyes, but for some reason I just gravitate towards other seasons more. So I think the social game was there, but I also feel like a lot of people they actively disliked him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, come on, Wiki. Let's see. I mean, Times nominated 2, POV wins 0, HOH wins 0. Yeah, Josh was very creepy. That's what I mean. Like, they got bad. A lot of the women got bad vibes.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Should we say F and just move on?
I'm down. I'm with it.
Put him mid.
Mid, boom. Because you can't heal in Gen City. All right, Gen City right here is like the mid right here because Gen City. Oh wow. Okay, so we got Josh Martinez. If it was a winners ranking, wouldn't be that high. Oops, sorry. But we're ranking with every player in general, so he's going to do fairly well here. I mean, he used
goodbye messages.
The goodbye messages to his advantage, right?
Yeah. I can respect that. And I do think that a lot of us when we were watching Big Brother 19, everyone was like, he has to cut Paul. That was from our perspective, and I think it is admirable because I remember there was a story about the producers and everyone in the control room during the show. When he made that decision, everybody actively gasped. All the media gasped and were like, it was yeah. We were all like, my sister and I were like on our feet watching the Super Bowl or something, Stanley Cup Finals, and so I think that it is admirable that he who is within the game could see without seeing the jury, because they could have easily been like, okay, well, yeah, Paul played us. They could have all been like a Raven and Matt, and he didn't know that, but he realized that the people that he lived with for these 3 months were probably not going to vote for Paul to win. And I think that of all people, Josh was the only one to know that, and I'm including all of us, including the producers. So I think that's admirable. I think you're hovering over the correct slot.
I think he should be in C. I'm going to put him over Christmas, though, because minus Paul, which we haven't gotten to yet, Christmas is the highest rated 19 person, and he's better than her. So she basically gave up her game for him. So I'm going to give him that courtesy, and that's probably the highest I'll go.
I agree. I also do think that he adjusted his game based off of just the I lost my thought. Shit.
No, you're good.
I just feel like he adjusted his game based off of the house that he lived in. I know that he was really annoying and kind of an asshole. But I think he did that on purpose because he thought that, okay, well, Cody's in there. How do I get Cody's vote? He hates me. But
Yeah.
I remember specifically during the jury questioning, Cody said Paul was hiding behind a curtain, but Josh was out front doing everything and being upfront
Banging
about it.
pots.
So I personally respect that
Yeah.
more. And he
Yeah.
knew that Cody would respect that more. So
Okay.
I'm with it.
I'm almost. I feel like I should drop Jordan now.
I think she's fine.
You think
Because
so?
just not for her win, which just sounds weird, but for her return, she could have easily. I get like the cast wasn't the most brilliant of newbies on 13, but
Yeah.
I think that she could have easily just been thrown up there and just leave because she was a winner, and I remember she was afraid of that. So I don't know
I
if
feel like
it's
Donnie is like the same player as her a little bit, but better, obviously.
I mean,
Did
we
they
like
raise
him more.
Donnie? You know, I'm not going to mess with it.
I think it's good.
Yeah. All right. Who is this? Big Brother.
Oh, no. Ew. Big Brother 9. Isn't this the guy? I would put him in trash because he made
Is this the worst player of all time, that guy? No.
Not of all time, but I would put him in trash because he made a joke about one of the house guests' father who had committed suicide. He made a joke about it. So, like, I'm pretty sure that's him.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got JUDD Party Darty.
Oh, God.
Judd. Judd was like I'm not going to lie. I never saw the hype in Judd. I thought he was just like everyone was like, oh, we love Judd. Da, da, da. I was like, what was the obsession with Judd? Did you get it? Because I didn't.
I personally didn't. I could see why others would, because again, the cast was so awful. You wanted to cling on to someone who was remotely fine. Like, I don't know. To me, he wasn't, but I think that also people want to root for an underdog, and he returned, I believe. And right, and he was the one who was begging for them to not vote him out, and it was like a empathetic situation, you know.
Yeah.
I felt empathy for him. But the whole weird showmance with Aaron, like,
and then Jesse,
ew.
It was so random. Like, I was like, what?
To me, I feel like he was sort of adaptable, but
I mean, he also got eliminated twice this season too.
Yeah.
He's the bottom of the exterminators as well. I think he's I'll give him D. I'll put him right in with Amy.
Yeah.
Because I think they're both players eliminated, came back, adjusted to the scenario as well. He joined the better alliance of the season. Still didn't really do much with it, but he got him into jury, so I'll give him that. So this is Julia, I believe. This is the Julia half, not Liz. Yeah, that's definitely Liz. This is Julia.
Thickums?
Yeah, it's Julia. Thickums.
No, wait, Liz was Thickums.
No, I thought Julia was Thickums.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I have to watch that.
I have to figure that out. Julia out of the twins was not the better half. I won't lie. She's technically like Annalise, but I'm not going to give her that.
I agree.
Because despite some OnlyFans things she's done inside the game, she was definitely, I think the way that her and Liz moved with Austin as a unit, honestly, they could have won, but Julie also made one of the biggest flops that season where she got manipulated by Vanessa to put Liz up. That wasn't too good. That wasn't. So you know what? She's gonna be an F, but I'm not gonna put her this low.
Yeah.
No, actually, maybe she is. I mean, she's not a good player, man. Like, I don't see any redeeming qualities. She was a vote.
I think if you put her one above Fessy, it's appropriate because Fessy eliminated his own he actively put up as HOH his from before veto. So I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like Julia was just seen by Vanessa as a vote. That's how I think they all viewed her. Because I do remember, like, when they found out about them being twins, the first thing Vanessa said was, that is really that's like a weapon, like, to have, like, we have it like on our side because it's an extra vote. So I think that's just how they saw her. Also because Liz came in, obviously made the really uncomfortable connection with Austin. So I think, and she was the first one technically. So yeah, I think she's good where she is.
Yeah. Oh, you were right. Liz was thickums according to Shake. So
I know my lore, baby. Please. Oh my god, the next one of my favorite winners.
I mean, come on.
Let me take this over, please.
Yeah. Where are we putting her though?
In my brain, it's S tier.
You want to put her in S tier?
In my brain, you don't have to agree with me, but I think that
you could try to convince me.
She can, obviously, she's the last one in S tier. She did win, but I think that for me it would be number 3, because she is like, her and Allison are like the pillars of floater strategy. And to me, floater, like, and like with Andy too, I don't think that it's a bad thing, but people think it's a bad thing now because they don't get it. It means like they're really thinking it's Coaster. Right.
We just
oh my god.
Kevin do it.
Incredible. But yeah, for me it's bottom S tier. That's my queen.
She better than Andy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put her in S tier only because of her impact. I love April. I think she's awesome. If it was just gameplay, I do think Andy's better. Reasons, because I think June's best part of her game, obviously, she was playing from the bottom a lot, which was a beautiful thing. That's why her and Allison teaming up was also awesome. Very risky strategy, though, but it worked out. Because if she sat next to literally anyone else, I don't know if she gets the same outcome. Where Andy, the way he managed that jury, the way that he played, he was like in complete control for like the entire end game of that season. So if it's just gameplay, I would think Andy's better. But if impact being a plus, I'm okay with June being S tier. So I just need to make that clear.
Yes, agreed.
Who's that?
Justin it's from June season.
Okay.
I think, right? Can you zoom in?
I think so. Yeah, I gotcha.
I have the worst vision.
No, you're good. Do you know how to full screen this?
No.
Look in the picture.
Oh, wait. Wow. Okay. This is so cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's Justin. I feel okay. I feel like you can put him with G.
Okay.
Because they had that alliance together. I forgot what they were called. Oh my god.
Put G high.
I would put G higher, because I feel like he was a little bit more of a strategist than Justin. Justin was Allison's ex. And I think, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he still would get manipulated. He was still getting manipulated by her. So because of that, he's going to go below G.
Okay. Next up. Oof. Kalia.
Oh my god. Come on.
She.
That's my all-star.
Got so screwed over. I thought she was pretty good. I mean, she screwed herself over with that whole wine thing too. So she's gonna take some hits for that. But she was here to play. She was definitely. I liked her partnership with Porsche and Danny. She also made the move to get Jeff out. I mean, some people give that credit to Shelly, but I also give a portion of that to Kalia. I think Kalia. I wish she was an all-star, to be honest. If I were to see anyone back from that season, I would have loved her to be either Kalia or Dominic, but specifically Kalia. She played her heart out. As far as where we're going to put her, that Luamu is going to knock her down, unfortunately. But I think she's top of D, if anything, right now.
I was going to say, I almost said B, but I would say C then.
Yeah. Only because the fact that she went along with that superpowers thing, that little like that, like girl, what you doing? Like, come on now.
I would put her above Jessica or Enzo.
Jessica
I feel
or
like Enzo's
Enzo.
low key high. I don't know.
His placements alone gets him that high, and I mean this is like
Yeah.
mid, if anything, because if we're just going strictly off of like Enzo's game is weird because he's gotten final two twice. There's
Mhm.
only like who else can say that? Dan, Paul, Enzo.
No, he was
No,
third
he
in
final three.
12.
Sorry,
Yeah.
final three. So the only people to make final three twice, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
Dan. You got God, I literally just had, you have Dan, you have Enzo, you have Paul, Janelle. She got final three. That's it. There's only four people to do that, so I'm gonna give him that. Oh, and Cody, duh, that's five. So I'm gonna give
Nicole.
them. Oh my
Oh wait,
god,
that's two. That's two times, right? Are we talking about two or three? No, wait, two. Oh
it
my god,
doesn't
I'm
matter.
such an
She did it
idiot.
at least twice, so that's six people to do it. That's six people to do it. Just need to make sure. Yes, Will got fourth. So that's six people to do it. That alone, I'm gonna give him that credit, and I'll make him at least mid because his strategy works. But with
Yeah.
that being said, that's as high as you're gonna go because I think even though Enzo has a great longevity game, his game isn't made to win. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So he clings on to the power players and kind of neglects everybody else.
Mhm.
But yeah, clear right there. All right. My mouse is like acting up with the scrolling today. Is this Kara? Was that her name?
Yeah.
She's a
F.
Playboy model now. Yeah, she wasn't good. Hockey kind of got screwed over for being on the team with Dan,
Mhm.
because I remember Dan was trying to pick between Kara and Danny to be like who's going to be my student of the game, and he almost picked
Mhm.
Kara. Like Kara was going to be his person, but
Yeah.
then she got eliminated. Anyway, yeah, F. Who's this? My I just let you know my knowledge with seasons. My knowledge with seasons 2, my knowledge with season 5, and my knowledge with season 4 are very foggy. Those are the only
Mhm.
seasons that's foggy. But specifically 2 and 5, those are my foggy memories. So if I ask like who's this, that's why. Anyway, I think what season is she from? She's from season.
I
Is
can't
this
remember
2?
her.
And don't remember enough to rank.
Sorry.
Yeah. Next we got Catherine Dunn.
Uh-huh.
The conspiring bitches, like she's funny. But she's not really that good of a player either. She constantly like ratted out like people who wanted to work with her to like Jackson and that crew. And completely thought that she was in like the cool kids alliance, like the Grateful Group, but she wasn't.
F.
Yeah, she's an F tier, but she's funny with her conspiring bitches, DRs and stuff.
She can go with Bo. I feel like it's Bo
Bo, yeah,
vibes.
that's fair. Yeah, she's definitely Bo vibes. They're like, I'll put her over
He
because she's very active.
okay. Okay.
Or you want to? But Bo was funny. He got in a fight with Janelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, polyester hair. You automatically
Yeah.
disagree. I don't care.
So
You
do
can disagree
I.
with whatever you want. I mean, who cares? Who cares? I don't care. All right. Anyway, you got Sheriff Kathy right here from season 12.
I just think of her in what is it? The honey or what was it? Was it honey?
I think it was a honey suit. Yeah, yeah. I can't get
Okay.
up.
I mean, what did she place again?
She made jury, but she wasn't. It wasn't because she was a good player. She was just like she's just like Jocasta, to be
Yeah.
honest, or Jensen. Like she never had a real alliance. Just there, she's definitely going an F before we continue. It just depends on where. I'm gonna put her with Jocasta.
Okay.
I think Cody was slightly better, but no, he wasn't. Who cares? But I'll put her there. All right, so we got another winner. We got Casey. Casey's competitions alone, and I think her social game. Here's one thing that I don't think people talk about a lot, and I'm not the biggest Casey fan. She was fine. She actually has probably one of the best social games in like modern day Big Brother, in my opinion. She's just so, at least in her season. I'm not going to talk about the challenge, but in her season, she was just like so likable that I think people just naturally wanted to work with her. No one really wanted to target her. And then obviously, like, she was such a beast with these competitions and stuff like that. I think Casey completely stole this season because Tyler got, cold feet when he should have eliminated her and kept Angela, but he was so afraid to make a move, he let the competition determine it. But I think Casey's actually one of the better. Like there's an archetype, right? I'm not putting her there, I'm just holding her. There's an archetype where it's like the Hayden Mosses, the Codys, the Caseys, like the generic person of the season, just so likable that everyone just leaves them alone and they just comp their way to the end. That's what Casey is. I like if Hayden or Cody is the ideal guy version of that, I think Casey is easily like the ideal version for the female side, right? Like, did she break Janelle's record or did she tie it? Like, I remember
I think
she broke some record.
Didn't Paul break Janelle's record?
It's either Paul or
days
Casey,
in
one of them.
Days in the house.
Yes.
There was a competition wise,
on.
I think it was.
Like, Casey broke some competition thing. So, like, I think, honestly, I remember that, like, either her or Tyler winning, it was going to be fine. But at the time, people were like, Tyler should win. But Casey definitely was up there, in my opinion, too. I mean, she's also part of one of the most dominant alliances of all time, Level 6. So with that being said, like, she was in the core of that group with Angela and Tyler as well. So with that being said, I mean, where are we putting Casey? I mean, do you have any conflicting thoughts on her?
I think for me, the issue lies that when I rank her with all of the winners, she's not very high for me. I was one of the people that wanted Tyler to win, but also because the way that I watch the show is that okay, listen, like, objectively, should Paul have won 19? Yeah. Or they, right? Yeah. They go by they. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Paul should have won 100%. But I do think any other season, I always I didn't finish my thought. Hold on, my brain stopped. So the Paul season, I'm happy that Josh won just because it was so iconic and, like, listen, Paul didn't have the greatest. It just didn't have a great story. I get it. But any other season, I want to make sure that the reason I watch this show is for strategy and for, like, just the social experiment of it all. So that's why I really wanted Tyler to win. And that's why I personally have her lower in my winners. So I was going to say, like, B+ or B. But the only thing that's throwing me off about B is that it's just with people that, like, straight up didn't win. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, B+, I think I'm okay with it. Like, that's some strong girls in the floor.
I mean, no one won over here either, to also be fair. Okay. But yeah, I agree. I think she should be top of B+, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's also fitting because her and Janelle are, like, honestly, Janelle's like the mean version of Casey. Casey's the nice version of Janelle. Like, if I'm being honest, like, like competition wise, like, and her win was so interesting because I think that was like the deciding point to show, like, is the Machiavellian, like, old school game going to be rewarded, or like the new school be nice to everyone game going to be rewarded? And that's what Casey did. So,
which is what kind of bothers me about it, because I like Kevin winning Big Brother Canada 10, like, restored my faith a little bit, because that's the exact kind of person that I want to see play this game and be villainous unapologetically and admit it. Yeah, Kevin's a great guy, but, like, DRs wise, like, come on, he was a bit of a villain. So yeah, I don't know. I just want more strategy and villains, and so that's what makes it lower for me. I think she's good where she is.
Last question before we move on, right? So I think, honestly, it's kind of interesting. I think Drew and Casey are like the same person. The only difference is that Drew showed, because he was a part of Fourth Horseman and competition wins, and then he made to the end and won. The difference is that Drew actively got himself there, and he cut Diane when it made sense. So my question to you is, do you think Casey would have cut Tyler if it came down to it, or is she just too loyal to do something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think she said it too.
Then in that case, 100% cannot go to anywhere near A.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay. We got Keisha.
Oh my god.
Keisha's birthday icon alone. You like?
Let me not be biased.
Icon, like moment alone, she's at least C. But game wise,
put her right next to Davon. I'm sorry. Like, Davon is that high because of who she is and her impact on the community and the franchise, but also because she was very likable. I understand, I can't sit here and be like, Davon had a perfect social game. I get it, but like Keisha didn't either. So Keisha was screaming at people, like, I'm not afraid of you. Her and Libra were out here, like, but she is such a, like, I would put her and Libra, when we get Libra right next to each other. Those are my girls. She
completely got wasted in All-Stars too, as well.
I don't count that.
Unfortunate, but yeah, she was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If it was gameplay just alone, obviously she'd be lower for anyone asking. But she, like, come on now. Keisha's birthday, amazing. This is Kent, right?
Homophobic.
Yeah. Sorry, is he still alive?
Oh God, I think he passed away.
Yeah.
Let me see.
He was friends with Bunky. I remember.
Oh no, he passed away.
Yeah, I remember he passed. I don't even want to rank him. I don't want to rank him.
Yeah, let's just not rank him. I feel uncomfortable calling someone trash who died.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. We're going to just leave him there. Okay.
Oh Lord.
The opinions I have here. We got Kevin Campbell. So look, his first season, he was, in my opinion, all right. So Nicole Anthony in 19 was the player that you're just rooting for because you hate everybody else.
Yes.
I feel like Kevin was just like the underdog that we just wanted to see succeed, and we wanted to see him back. And when we got him back, he just disappointed the fuck out of us. I could go on for a long time, but I'm going to refer anyone listening to go to Davon Rogers' channel and watch her experience with Kevin, and let that determine your opinions on him. But man, if it's not him, like, I want to talk about his season 12 stuff. I mean, season 11 stuff. But I keep thinking about All-Stars 2 with him ratting out alliances to Danny, and just like him actively like working against like Davon and Bailey, and then hearing about how he was in the jury house. I'm just like, this guy is so what a fall from grace, because like I love Kevin, I remember him bucking up to who was it to
Jeff,
Ronnie,
right?
No, it's to Ronnie.
Oh
yeah,
did he get rid of Jeff?
He did.
Okay.
I'm talking about like he was in his face yelling at him now at Ronnie.
Yes.
Get the fuck out my face! But continue. I'm so sorry I cut you off.
No. I think I was just saying. When I saw him on the All-Stars list, I was so excited. I remember I was like, I was telling, it was my boyfriend. I was telling him, I was like, because he doesn't know the older seasons. I mean, it's not that old, but yeah. So I was explaining to him, I was sending him clips. I was like, we're going to get this Kevin. It's going to be so exciting. He's going to get Cody out of here, whatever. And we did not. So I think the way that I would describe watching him on All-Stars, the whole season was very uncomfortable for me. That's like the best way I could describe 22 is just straight up uncomfortable. Like I was very not happy watching it the whole time. And it wasn't because, oh my God, Keisha and Davon and Kaser and, Davon left, my faves. It's not even that. Like, I'm not very, like, when I watch Big Brother seasons, I try my best not to choose a favorite because I just want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get, like, too upset about it. But, it wasn't even just that. The whole season was just weird. So I don't know. I think he really ruined his legacy.
Oh,
if he had one, it was smaller, but it was there.
You know what? I'm going to put him in C. I feel like it's fitting.
I was going to say D, like high.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I was going to put him next to Yvette, but I'm also okay with that.
Oh wait. No, you're right.
They're like the same person in my opinion.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually do think Yvette's a little better than him though. I will say that.
Yes.
But yeah. Kevin, I mean, there's not much to talk about Kevin. He was a nice guy though. I think the fandom liked him. But he was, along with the rest of that cast, just like sheepish.
F.
He's a nice guy though. Yeah. But like, come on now. I'll put him with Adam Posh, right? Or no? Lower.
I mean, he did rank a little high. Like, he did rank pretty high, but
he didn't do good. I mean, this is F. This is bottom of the barrel. I don't really care.
Just throw him in there, see where it goes. Yeah.
There you go. That's fine.
Let's cast more older people out.
Yeah. He was funny. Funny. Okay. This is where you step in. Notice all these people have like the same backgrounds.
Hold on. I can't. What is her name? Oh my god, this is so bad.
Any chat people, let me know.
Put her and don't remember for now.
If anyone remembers her, please let us know, because we don't. God, like Big Brother 2 is kicking our butt right now. Big Brother 2 and Big Brother 5 are kicking our butts right now.
Was it? Oh, Krista.
Oh, okay.
So I don't remember great details about her gameplay because also it's hard because the gameplay back then, I can't identify it.
I can hear you.
Okay. I think that the gameplay back then, there was no Vita. It was completely different. So I think you could say like really good things about Dr. Will in that regard because he made it through a season that was not what we know as normal now. But when I look at the gameplay of everybody else, it's just hard for me. Yeah. I mean, she did like decently well, and she also does have the impact of because what's crazy guy's name? Mike Boogie.
Mike? Yeah.
He proposed to her. It was a thing. And didn't she also like the guy who got removed from the season like held a knife up to her?
It was a mess. Yeah, it was bad, man. It was
so
bad.
There's that. I mean. D.
Yeah, we'll give her D.
Yeah, just throw her with Amy or something. I don't know.
With Amy, yeah.
Sorry,
Krista.
Jen Johnson just thriving.
The crazy guy. All right. Next on the list, we got Lane. You know, I think Lane is like the most disrespected member of the brigade because he was as much a part of that group as everyone else. I think he did a lot of work on Brittany that was vital to the group. And he literally got final 2. But yeah, everyone talks about Hayden, Matt, and Enzo. Barely anyone talks about Lane nowadays. Even when you see her like rankings of like best players never to win, you'll hear Enzo, you'll hear Matt, you'll never hear Lane. No one ever wants to talk about Lane. Now, was he a competent player? No, I think he was bad when it came to owning up his game. I think he completely like snowed Brittany, and it's a little his fault because I think when the group wanted to cut Brittany, he kind of stopped them. Where honestly, the right move is to make sure that the person you're snowing is cut as early as possible, so the other people that they're snowing feel more betrayed because they're doing it later towards the end and they take that to the jury house. But Lane waited last second and kind of like really pissed a lot of people off, and like his game wasn't that good. He didn't really talk to people, so I get it. But he was very loyal to the brigade. He was a member of the brigade. I feel like he's such a disrespected member of the brigade because he's honestly not a bad player, but he's also not a good player. That alone, I mean, I think he's a D or a C, but how do you feel?
I think he's good in C because in the C, I feel like there's a lot of players that went really far, but their gameplay was kind of a little bit lackluster. I do think that he has the impact of not only being part of the brigade, but also the moment that they broke the news and him being the one who Brittany felt she was the most betrayed by. I think that is kind of impactful in a weird way. But also like the way he broke the news, I get all the guys were doing this, but like, can you just like not laugh while she's bawling? Do you remember that? Like she's like bawling and saying, I spent 3 months of my life like doing this and I didn't even know what was going on. It's like, if you're in the final 2, like if you think you could potentially make the final 2, I mean like you got to have some level of empathy. Am I forgetting maybe he was not laughing, but I'm pretty sure they all were.
It was just very awkward. Like he wasn't really good with it. He was laughing about it with everyone else. But then also, even if you look at his final jury question, it was horrible. He didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
It was
Didn't even
so
mention
bad.
that.
Yeah, like he's a good alliance member, but like his game was not winning that season. So there you go. All right, next on the list.
Yeah.
Ooh, real quick, who cut Enzo? Was it him?
Yes.
Bad move, man.
Yes.
All right, anyway, I think
no,
he beats Enzo. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, Libra, you're going wherever Keisha's at.
Right next to her. I think above
Yeah.
Keisha, in my opinion.
Yeah, we love Libra over here. I'm shocked that she didn't get asked for All Stars because I would have loved to see Libra on All Stars. Okay.
Look at those first 5 players in that list. I fucking love.
This is like literally just like icons, and then everyone else is like, all right, now you can get to the gameplay.
I'm looking at them. I mean, Jessica's an icon. I don't know. I fucking love Big Brother 8. I don't love the winners, but like everyone else, I'm like, you guys are all legends. So I love Jessica.
All right. Okay, we got Lisa.
I think she's disrespected a little bit.
She is. She should have been on All Stars 1, but they didn't even give her a chance. So I think Lisa, obviously slow start, but she kind of developed her game on time. I think her partnership with Danny Reyes definitely helped her a lot because she kind of learned over time. Kind of like, you know what? I think her game is if Derek X succeeded. Is that bad to say? I think like if there's no cookout, I feel like Derek X is like Lisa, where I feel like Lisa, she was just very good. She was fairly good socially once her showmans got out. She was not horrible strategically, but she had no idea that Jason and Danny, just like the rest of the house, was working together. So I mean, that's just like Ian almost. Like that's not good. But she's not a bad winner at all. Just like Lane, I think she's a disrespected Big Brother player, just like you said. Like if it was a winners ranking, like she wouldn't be like high, but she'll be like in that. She would be in like around that top 10 range, in my opinion, like 10 to 12. She's somewhere around there.
I think I know exactly where she should go. I think she should go right in between Ian and Allison.
That's fair. I'm okay with that.
I like it. It looks good.
Good. All right. This is Liz. This is the good twin. I mean, good is also a stretch, but she was better strategic. She was better with competitions, and she had the showmans with Austin. That's what I'm going to give her, because that jury speech that she did was with Gina Marie, one of the worst finale performances I've ever seen. But she was good at comps, and she had a showmance. So basically take everything we said about Julia and just apply that to her, but like with those positives.
And I hate saying that about women. I fucking hate saying that about women. But in this case, it is just facts. Like I hate it, but
and like, to be fair,
you're showmans, whatever. But
she definitely could have won that season. That's the even crazier thing. Like if that jury is bitter against Vanessa, there's a chance that we see Liz as the winner of that season. Which is we don't like talking about it, but it's a very true possibility. As well as she got how many votes did she get against Steve? She got Austin, Julia, Vanessa. Did she get any more?
I think it was it had to be 3 because he won 4-3, right? Or was that 9 person?
Yeah. So he got 3. She got 3 votes. So we'll give her that. This close to winning that season. I think crazy enough, I really do think she beats Vanessa, which is wild.
I do too.
Yeah. But with that being said, a player that isn't good at the game strategically but wins competitions, where have I seen that before? Caleb. So that's where we're gonna put her. Okay. Who'd this be? This looks like a Big Brother 5 background. So who is this?
God damn it! I'm the worst at Big Brother 5. Like you and me are just like not the best people.
I told you that's my gray area. 5 is a horrible season for me. I was bored. I know people love to talk about it, but I get so bored watching Big Brother 5. I'm sorry.
Same.
God, all right. So she was from 11. I remember Lydia. That's her name,
Yeah.
Lydia. Okay,
She's
Lydia.
not a good player,
She's
but
not.
fucking hilarious.
Psycho.
She should go next to Shima.
yeah, because her and Shima crying over Jesse. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, come
Put
on
her
now.
one above Shima. Wait, because she lasted obviously she lasted longer because Shima was.
I gotta put Chicken George over here, but she could be right there.
I'm with it.
Chicken George is just unmatched. I'm sorry.
Guys, don't the F tier like anyway. It's just the F tier, okay?
All right. We got the cult leader Mackey. I mean, I think Maggie's
it's
like
high.
She's high. She's high, man. She has to be at least A+, in my opinion.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of inclined to put her right here.
Yep.
Because Cody as good as of a win. Like, I'm never going to take away Cody didn't get a single nomination, a single vote. That he played the perfect game, a unanimous win. That's the only reason he's up here. But you can't take that away from him. It is what it is. But Maggie, the way she could control that season was crazy. The way that her lines peer pressured Yvette to take her to the end because Yvette was doomed regardless, which is crazy. They were like, if you don't take Maggie, we're voting Janelle. If you take Maggie though, she lost anyway. So that's crazy shit. But Maggie, great, fantastic player. It's so cutthroat. Her social game was not good. Not good at all, but she completely snowed Howie to put up Jace. Or no, God, what's his name?
Howie. It's Howie. Oh no, wait, Howie to put up James.
James. So I said Jace. She was just cutthroat, and I enjoyed seeing it. I can see you not being a Maggie fan, and that's okay.
Oh no, I am a Maggie. Okay. I mean, listen, I'm not during the season, but like,
yeah, because friendship, I get it.
They said some fucked up things in the HOH room, as we know, where she like admitted to like being part of some like medical thing, a situation where she like basically killed someone, which is insane, and that's I think why she's been off the face of the planet since. But okay, let's just like keep it like gameplay, or just on the show. I think for me, you don't have to move it because we're gonna get dragged, but I would put her above Derek, and the reason being, I don't care. Okay, listen, Derek to me, I look at the people around them. Okay, and to me, for Maggie's season, it was so back and forth. It was so incredibly back and forth that you have to convince Howie to put James up. You have to do these things. So I just can't see. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, I'm being biased. I'm like, oh my god, girl boss, but I don't know. Leave it how it is, but that's just me. Okay.
That's right. Like that's okay. That's okay. Like if you talk to the game bots, there's people out there who say Derek should be in this. So I mean, everyone has their opinion.
That's totally fine. Like they're okay to feel that way, and I see why they would. But for me, for us, we're ranking it based on other things as well.
Yeah, that's completely fine. All right, let's go to the next one. Marsalis. It's funny because I did a thread of like the best Big Brother Blindsides like of all time, and like I got to his, I posted his. Yo, when freaking God, it was Danielle and God. There's so many names that we're throwing. Jason. When Jason was like, Marsalis, you should have used the veto. I vote to evict you. And he was like,
the slap on the head by Julie. Come on. See,
or like
we want to rank him low because of that, but at the same time, it's so impactful.
I it's rent free in my mind. There's this scene in All Stars where he's fighting with Jace after he throws like water bottles and stuff around, and he's like, this is like he's calling Marsalis out, and they have like Chilltail like smiling just like with their sunglasses on, and then Marsalis is like, now I see why everyone in your season hated you.
Yes. I can hear it.
Like I love Marsalis, right? He was funny. He was not a good player, but he was definitely an all-star. Just he's just like Davon. Like they were just all-stars for like how iconic they were. I feel like his impact alone makes him C, right?
I was gonna say D.
I'm fine with D. But
D. He was an all-star though.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Okay.
Howie was an all-star too.
And so was David, so let's not go there, actually.
Come on. I do not care about that. He can be in D. Where do you want to put him?
You can put him you can put him next to Jerry, above him.
Okay.
I like it.
Love Jerry. All right. Next so person on the list. Wreck-It Ralph.
Lord.
Wreck-It Ralph.
The only thing that he did for me is I am sitting down Matt.
I love when he got the freaking pants from Josh and was about to hit him. He's like, get the fuck away from me. And then the seats cut.
Listen, jury of BB19 is the best jury ever. I don't care. Like, come for me.
17
was also giving, but
17 was good. 17
and 17
not 7. Was it 17?
No,
18.
Okay.
Them fights was crazy. I was literally watching that season for the jury segments at that point. Like, come on.
Yeah.
When Davon was like, or like Paulie and Davon fighting.
Well,
just so many fights.
Her daughter.
Listen, dude, that shit was crazy. I'm sorry.
Gross. It's F, but
and I felt so bad for Mark because like they gave Mark like this whole setup with like him being adopted and his parents dying and stuff. I felt so bad for him. But then like his storyline just changed to like him with like Elena the entire season. It just got cringe. He could be right here with his buddy Cody.
Sure. I would put him one above Cody because the jury was hilarious. That's it.
Yeah. You got Marvin, one of the few people from 5 that I remember. Okay.
Well, he's the one.
Yeah, that's 5. Okay.
He's the one. So people say that Nick Comas is the one who invented the back door, but it was Marvin.
Yeah.
So to me, that's impact, extreme impact, like way high, high for me.
So we're gonna give him a D because he actually was pretty good strategically too. He was a funny personality too. He was just like
put him in C.
He was like he was just like he had like a lot of swagger during this season too. His confessionals were funny. He was just trying to get with everybody from what I remember. And they actually brought him back for a cameo in All Stars. Now that I remember that too. Same with June. Anyway, so Marvin, you can go. I feel like Dale Murphy better. We'll go above Lane.
Yeah, that's good. I just wanted him in C for sure.
Yeah. Serial guy.
F. Goodbye.
Who's worse, him or Annalise?
Oh, I think it's Matt because at least Annalise was like just neutral. Like she was annoying and like was part of like the bullying squad, but I wouldn't consider her to be like obnoxious or anything. Like she was just like very there.
Come on, dude. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. Everyone thought this guy was going to be so good going in the season. He was so bad.
He was my pick, Isaiah. He was my pick. Like, who am I? Ew.
He was so bad, man. He was so bad. All right, next we got Matt Hoffman.
Listen.
Go ahead.
I'm high on Matt.
Okay.
Because I like a good villain. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt Hoffman. He's actually been over here. He was the first BB alumni to come on Sound Podcast, so that I'll always be thankful for that.
Oh.
He was crazy. This guy like literally freaking like lied and said his wife had like a disease. He would get canceled if he did that in modern day Big Brother. He definitely came up with the strategy for the brigade. Now in terms of the brigade, he is the outlier who tried to do a little too much, but he was something. I kind of wish we saw him in All Stars. I'm not gonna lie, despite some of the things he said on Twitter, and I'm like, Matt, what you doing? But in fact, alone, I enjoyed Matt. Matt's fun. He's like the fun type of like personality that I think is missing from some seasons. Like people just willing to play hard. Is he higher than B? Is he B plus? Or is he B?
I think I would put him above Frankie.
Above? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. He's definitely one of the better players never to win. I'll also say that.
Yeah.
All right. Steamrolling through these. I think a lot of these are like easy to rank, so we're almost done, guys. We're almost out of here.
I know for sure the next one is an
freaking
F.
Matt. Yeah, Matt's bad. I thought they were going to put him in All Stars too, because like back then, because there was a challenge during Evil Dick season where they had one person from each season representing their like for a challenge, and he was just like there with his feet kicked up, and he thought he was like so Hollywood. We're like, bro, you know who he is? He's literally just Mike the Situation in Big Brother.
Oh my god!
Like that's literally who this guy is. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect.
But Maddie, I mean, he wasn't good. He was just there. He could be right next to Jeff, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, he's
Same
just
vibe.
slightly better than Jeff. Yeah. You got McCrae.
I think he would have gone much further
If he didn't get in the showmance.
Yeah, and the way that she like, and here's another thing I don't like to say about women, but listen, the way that his energy was so depleted by the end of the season was insane to watch. So
yeah,
and I'm not going to fully blame Amanda, obviously. Amanda wasn't the greatest person in the world, but I'm not going to fully blame her for that. I think that I feel like he kind of like, you can make the choice to like not give up, but that's kind of the vibes I got from him. But otherwise, I feel like he was in a decent position, but I think that, with Andy running everything, just whatever. I think he's C.
Okay. He wasn't bad strategically either. No. If I'm gonna be honest, but it knocks him down some points of him completely getting like finessed by like Andy, to think that he that it was Alyssa and not him. That was crazy. I remember my jaw was dropped watching that live. I was like, holy crap. McCrae. He's giving me Erica vibe, but I think some of these people are better than him. Damn, Murphy. He could be above Holly. Yeah.
Cool.
Meg, as fun as she was, not a good player. I love Meg though.
I think she didn't know where she was.
Yeah, I'm just like Ashley. Like, yeah. They're just there. But Meg was funny.
Exactly the same person. Oh Lord.
So we got Renegade at Memphis.
Yeah.
So I mean, his gameplay alone, I'm gonna make him like B, but that's it. I just don't like him. I don't think a lot of people like him, but his gameplay alone, just because of 10, and shockingly, he made it a lot farther than I thought he would in All Stars too.
But his jury questioning during 10 was so bad.
It would have been bad in All Stars too as well.
Yeah, for sure. So I think he's good where he is. I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like that's literally it. He's not a bad player at all. He's just not fun or nice. I'm tired of seeing Cowboy on my screen. I'm not gonna lie. He's not bad. They just keep trying to throw him in our face. I would hate to be Cowboy. Because here's why. They keep dangling like this like little like treat in front of you. Like, oh, you want to come back? You want to come back? Sorry. You want to come back? Sorry. Like they just keep playing with this guy. RIP to that guy. He ain't ever getting his chance to come back. But
no.
I mean, he also wasn't that good of a player. I'm gonna put Cowboy with the other Cowboy. He's slightly better than this though. But
because he did also have the impact of the moment of finding his long lost sister. So
yeah, he's a meme at this point. It's just like, are you gonna let him play or what? He's just like, it's funny that Cliff, Cowboy, and Jace are like all around the same area.
Yeah.
We got
Oh God.
Michelle
Like,
Noonan.
she like
Cracks.
I'm sorry, she's one of those people. She's one of those people where like I don't know how to talk to you. Like
Yeah.
and I love her for that. I just like she's not very good socially. That's the only thing.
She's not.
But to me she's iconic because she's so funny, but not a great
She
player.
is. She can be D. She
Sure.
at least made jury. I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of players in this that are not good socially, so you know.
Yeah.
But she was cracked, for sure. She could be with Jace. They're both cracked.
I'm with that.
She's actually slightly better than Jace, I'm not gonna lie. All right, next we got the what do you call her? The Peruvian princess,
Portuguese.
Portuguese or whatever. What's your name? This is
Michelle.
Michelle. There you go. She wanted to be asked back for All Stars. I don't know why they passed up on her.
I would love that. If we had Keisha and Michelle.
She said it on Dan's Instagram Live. She said, "I'm ready to come back. Ask me back." And they didn't do it. She was great. Her confessionals were freaking dynamite.
Her saying Libra's kids need to be taken away.
She wasn't horrible at the game either, but like strategically, but her social game was horrible. She's loyal to a fault. I think that's her issue.
C.
But she's definitely a C-lister. She is so fun. She's spicy. She can
give me next to Kalia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Next we got Big Meech. Messy as fuck, but she is so funny with the crying. You know what? Maybe I feel like my opinion on her is just good because of social media now. But like I was not a Meech fan when she was there because she cried all the time. I'll never forget the double eviction where she's like calling people out both times and she doesn't go home and she's like, "I just screwed my game up." I'm like,
then why'd you do that? Like,
yeah.
Okay, I remember people really didn't like her. They really didn't like her during.
I was not
a
Meech fan. I was
very neutral. Like I said, I try not to pick a favorite because I just want to be like a neutral. Like I want to watch the show and enjoy it for what it is. But I feel like people were a bit too hard on her. But I don't know if it's because if I was on the show, I'd be like bawling as well. So
listen, she was literally targeting girls like Bridget because she just wanted to work with Frank and she was jealous.
That was
Bridget
wild.
was like, "Why are you voting for me? I would work with you. I'm all about girl power because I feel like if you're out, then Frank will want to work with me, and you're in the way." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
She like would say stuff too. She'd be like, I think it was like Bridget was like opening up to her, and she was like, "I feel like you're not really nice to me," and Michelle was like, "I'm nice to you sometimes." It's crazy.
She could be with cracked Jen and Howie. Yes. Like there you go. She's
Jen's first though.
Yeah, for sure. Wow, look at this lineup.
It's so good.
So many crack players. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Before we start,
I have stuff to say. But go ahead.
Before we start, if we gave Maggie the benefit of the doubt of crimes, wait, that's not a good sentence. Scratch that. If we said to Matt about Maggie, let's not talk about these things she admitted to. Let's just not talk about the elephant in the room as well with this one.
I'm gonna be straight with you. Mike Boogie was my favorite winner for years.
Oh, wow.
But I was such a Mike Boogie fan. Because I just loved the way he was just talking shit about everybody in the DR and to their face. To be, he was such an asshole, and I loved it. I don't know why. Like I'm a huge Chilltown fan, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought Mike was just so cocky. Like I know a lot of people like to give credit to Will, but Mike was the deal maker of that group. Like let's say, all right, you know, in sports, you have like there's an athlete. Like, let's say you got, like, LeBron James and you got Rich Paul. Mike Boogie was the Rich Paul for Dr. Will's LeBron, right? I feel like
Okay.
he made the deals.
That's
and then
controversial.
I know a lot of people are going to say that's controversial. I don't care because I have a lot of respect for Mike. I think he's a top 10 winner. We're going to get to his outside life in a second, but in the game, I feel like people don't give him enough credit. Will he have taken Will to the end, and that would have been a huge mistake? Absolutely. But did he do it? He didn't get the opportunity to, so I'm not going to worry about that. And the fact that he
would have. Though.
Oh, he absolutely would have. He would have lost. But with that being said, just like Casey would have did the wrong thing. But with that being said, Mike in the final three completely just like threw it and knew that he was going to go to the final two no matter what. That was freaking G in my opinion. I thought the way that he would just talk shit about everyone in the DR was so freaking funny. And hot take, Big Brother 13, 14, they completely screwed him because I think if they kept the coaches twist the way it was supposed to be,
like he wanted
that. He didn't even push the button. He was completely destroying Brittany.
He was pissed.
And Dan and Janelle. Like, he had Frank, he had Ian, and he had Jen. Jen, no one was targeting her. Ian, the winner and the super fan. And you got Frank, the comp beast. He had the perfect team. He was completely destroying Brittany, Janelle, and Dan. And he got screwed over that season. He was the only one who didn't press the button. So, go ahead.
You said literally everything. I'm obviously more of a Dr. Will fan, so that's why I mean it's controversial. I kind of agree, but I mostly don't, honestly. That's okay. That's okay.
That's a hot take. I don't care. It's a hot take. It's a hot take.
And I love that. That's why we're here. But another thing, too, that I feel like I should say is I remember seeing video of, and listen, like, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, well, we're going to put him in trash now. Like, this is not okay to say. That's why I'm addressing it. So I remember I saw a video, like the live feed video of him during the fight with Willie and Frank, I believe. So he got into the fight to defend Frank, I think. And he was just like dropping the N-bomb, like trying to sound gangster. That's the thing. Like, that's how he would behave. But he would, like, okay, like, people could be like, oh, well, back then, really? No, it wasn't back then. No one was casually just dropping the N-word. Like, I'm not saying he said it to a black person, but at the same time, it's like, why are you saying that at all? Like, ew. So that's why I have to bring that up. So.
That's why I said. Now, separating the actual, I mean, in the game, he was kind of an asshole too. He called freaking Erica like a hoe or something. I'm like, ooh.
Constantly slut shaming, yeah.
When now to get to the negatives of him, obviously,
which is a lot.
Threatened to kill Dr. Will's family. What the hell is he thinking? And then saying racist things like the N-word, or calling Erica a hoe, or I remember there was also that situation where he was filming a bunch of videos on Cameo talking shit to like Will and all these people. I'm like,
I don't remember that, but wow.
Yes, he did. It's just, look, fall from grace, you know? Like, it almost hurts me. I feel like we should put him in trash because I don't want to rank him. Because if I rank him, I feel like if I rank Mike, I'm going to be conflicting my personal views with his gameplay with like the iconicness. And I'm going to always be unsatisfied with the result. I feel like I'm going to be unsatisfied. Just like personally in the game, minus some of the comments she made, I was a huge Amanda fan. I would love to rank Amanda, but I feel like it's going to make, I'm never going to agree with the ranking that we do with them. So I'm going to put Mike over here. Is that okay? Okay.
I think it's okay. Yeah, it's hard, obviously, because I do think that Amanda as a player was Jackson, listen, the thing that he did with, with Tommy and all that was very, to me, and gameplay wise, impressive, but we can't rank him. So
I just don't want to rank him, you know what I'm saying? Like Boogie and Amanda before the controversial stuff were some of my favorite players of like all time. Like Amanda was like a lock in All Stars. Like, so I'm such a Villains fan, and I freaking love both of them. But like they completely just like fumbled the ball, man. I'm just like, damn. Like, hate to see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'd rather just put them in trash and rank them because I feel like if I rank them, like I feel like Mike personally should be up there if you're talking about gameplay.
Mhm.
But everything else is just like I would have to drop him down. Just like Amanda,
Yeah.
I feel like should be relatively high, but
Yeah.
I will have to drop him. You know, it's just
Like
like
I get he's a good winner, but casually just shouting the N-word in the
not
backyard in
good,
front
man.
of 25 cameras with a mic on
He just
help.
did not give a fuck. You know, I'm just like
Big
not
Brother
good.
14 was when it just doesn't even matter. But out of curiosity, Big Brother 14 aired in 2012. What are we doing?
Yeah, it just mess.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just had to talk about that because Mike used to be one of literally my favorite winner. I just didn't like that was a hot take. I was okay with it, but he's not. I don't even have a favorite winner anymore, believe it or not.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just don't stand a lot of players unless you're like Spicy V or Devon. There's certain instances over the past few years I stand people now. You know, I'm like, oh, y'all like you. You're awesome. I love Tiffany.
I just
Just say
don't
that.
like I just never do. That's what I mean by like I don't
I don't
pick
do it
players.
anymore. I don't. I
Yeah.
just don't do it anymore. I'm just like I'm scared to get my feelings hurt again.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. We still got people to rank. Monica, Big Brother 2.
She went far.
She went far. She was just a personality. She's just like Dave, to be honest with you. She's a good personality. Where she just like called people the fuck out. I loved it.
She's
as
so
far
pretty too.
Oh,
That was
absolutely.
my first. I was like, she's gorgeous.
I mean, I kind of
know.
want to put her in D though.
Okay, I think as far as impact, I get it. Like it's it's Big Brother 2 to me is the first season. Let's be real. I also think that there was a horrible moment where she found out that her cousin was part of the 9/11 terrorist attacks.
Oh yeah,
and they showed that, and that was like a crazy moment that like every American saw. I don't want to rank her based off of that, but I just want to share because like I feel like a lot of people forget about that. But I personally would put her in C because I feel like just
I
Big
can put
Brother
her over
2.
Bucky.
Yeah, and she went really high or really far.
Okay, that's fair. She almost made an All-Stars too. I mean,
Yeah,
one.
I was disappointed in that she didn't make.
Nokomis, I feel like at one point was a very overrated player.
Mm-hmm.
I think as time has passed, people kind of hopped off the Nokomis train. I'm not gonna lie. And it's also because you watch her in All Stars with the rest of the Big Brother 5 players, they just didn't do anything. They did horrible. But I think Nokomis just really dropped the ball in All Stars. She just like was just furniture.
Yeah.
I think honestly, people just give her a lot of credit because of the Six Finger Plan, where she didn't really make.
Yeah, this is Marvin.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like I don't really hold a lot of stock with Nokomis. I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
No, it's not. I think that she's not very good socially from what I watched. Again, Big Brother 5 is cloudy for me because I didn't enjoy it. But what I do remember very loud and clear in my brain is that Marvin was the one to approach Nokomis. And I think Nokomis, correct me if I'm wrong, was the HOH at the time, or she like executed the plan.
Yeah.
She didn't necessarily create the plan. Maybe, there's some collaboration, but the first person is Marvin. So I think because of that, I would put her somewhere below Marvin.
I'm fine with that. Like, honestly, what makes Nokomis as that much different from like Haley?
Well, Haley was better socially than Nokomis.
And then Nokomis was better strategic. Okay. Anyway,
however, there is the impact. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and also I feel like even if Nokomis was the first one, that technically the people that, even though Nokomis and Marvin were the first people to do it, I feel like someone else would have did it at some point. Like I think it's just common sense. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah.
But all right. This is one of the twins. I don't remember either one of their names. I'm not gonna lie. Which one was this one?
I have no idea. I would rank them literally next to each other because
I would have do you remember anything about their games? If I'm gonna be honest,
I think they were very well liked, but aside from, I think that we should rank them just based off of impact because they were the first twin twist.
Yeah.
That's a really cool like Project
Did
DNA
only one
type
twist make?
deal.
Did only one twin make it?
To jury?
Yeah.
Was this 5?
Season 5, yeah. I told you my five knowledge is horrible.
Oh, Big
I
Brother
already
5
told
twin twist.
My 5 and 2 knowledge.
Adria.
Only one of them made it?
I believe so.
I'm trying to check real quick. Because I already took out. Yeah, I think so. Wait, that's 10. Yeah, okay. So, but yeah, Adria, as far as she goes in ranking, I think she's a F personally. I don't know if that's a hot take or not.
I would
Like,
go
she's
very
just, like-
low D just because of the impact.
fair.
It was really cool.
That's fine.
A new moment kind of thing. Like, ooh, twins are playing,
Yeah, that's fine.
They're at the bottom.
Yeah, like literally, I was just about to say she's not much different from Judd.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got Natalie. She's cracked. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's cracked. I want to put her with. I mean, before we even talk about it, I think she's with the crack club down here. Like,
Yes.
this chick is cracked.
Mhm.
Probably one of the craziest people I've ever seen on the show.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, literally and figuratively. Like, I think she had something wrong with her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because the end of the season, she's so religious and talking about Team Christ and all this stuff, which we actually ranked it in our top 10. Me and Taryn did, which is kind of funny. But even outside of that, it's like, even before she went to like this religious like pathway, like she was getting like naked and stuff for like and like doing sexual stuff. I'm like, where the hell did this transition happen from?
Yeah.
Game wise, she made Team Christ strictly out of spite of Chelsea for getting out Maddie. She was just so bitter and was like, fuck Chelsea, we're gonna get her out. Not a good game player by any means, but entertaining as hell, which is why she's D tier.
Fair.
But there you go. All right, how do you feel about is this her name was Natalie, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Natalie, second placer. How do you feel about her?
The one thing that comes to mind is her like thinking it was like, oh, well, gotcha moment where she was
I remember that.
Yeah. That she said that she was younger than she was.
Like 18.
Like she was like 18, but then she would also talk about going out and drinking at bars. I think she was just like 21 or something. Yeah, I just like that group of like the Kevin group of people from that season were just such a mess. Very fun to watch, but I don't know. I think that okay, the group of people I mean by like the Jesse cult, I guess. So
okay,
I don't know. They're just like whatever. They're just like whatever. To me, I don't even know how many votes did she get?
Can you check for me? Check the wiki. I actually don't remember. I remember Jordan like completely demolished her. I think she got like Kevin's vote. It wasn't unanimous. She got Kevin's vote at least.
Votes to win, votes. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, hold on.
Okay. Need like.
Damn, this website's so incredibly.
We're changing music while you're doing that.
Cool. This website's so incredibly detailed. What is happening?
With the wiki, yeah.
Why am I? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. She got 5 votes. So it's 5 to. Am I okay? 1, 2. Yeah, 2. 5 to 2. Yeah, it's a 7-person jury. I mean.
Okay.
Just like whatever. C, D.
Yeah, I was about to say C is pushing it. C
Okay.
is pushing it. She was not that good of a player, but she was nice.
Hmm.
I mean, not even nice. She was just like so cringe, but it was funny. Um, all right, so Natalie, you're going. You can go. I mean, I'll put her with Jessie. I'll put her with Jessie. I'm so sorry. There's words on this one. Hey, I can listen to this
Okay,
even though
okay, okay.
that's okay. All right. Anyway, um, this is made in Tokyo. All right. Anyway, so now we got this is Natalie Nagrati. I don't think Natalie Nagrati. She was a fan favorite at the time.
Yeah.
I remember she was decent at competitions. She had a really bad alliance with Bronte and Bridget, which Bridget ratted out to Frank.
Yeah.
And she had a showmance with James, didn't really go anywhere. She wasn't. I thought she was going to be like a lock for All Stars at one point,
Hmm.
but she kind of went the challenge route, and I think that's where she continued her journey. But I mean, I think she was just like a personality, if anything. I remember her like calling Paulie out for like talking bad
Yeah.
to like women. Uh,
Which we
MF2.
love.
Anyway, yeah, I'll give her. I'll put her with Haley. I'll put her with Haley.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I have
she can
really
go
nothing
with
much
Haley.
else to add.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like taking up all the talk time from them. I'm just like,
No, no,
I'm
no, no. No,
fresh
I
in my
really have
mind.
nothing.
Who the hell is this?
I forgot his first
Is
I
he on
forgot his
season 2?
No, this was season 4, and he got played by he got played by Allison, so he's terrible. F. And then
There you
so
go.
I believe he used the veto on her when he was like sleeping in.
Okay.
She like got
Okay.
him in the hot tub, did her thing, girl,
I remember
you know.
this guy. Yeah.
What was his name? God damn it, I don't remember. But yeah, then he went home then the following week, and she voted him out as she should. So
This is Fessy vibes. Fessy
yes,
vibes for sure. Um, yuck.
F,
Hate
trash.
this guy. I mean, has he done it? Yeah. I hate him. He's probably one of my least favorite players in Big Brother history.
He was my
I'm
preseason pick, by
I
the
had fun
way.
seeing him get beat up in that celebrity boxing match. Just want to say
Yes.
that he does not represent Philadelphia. No. Um, what a fall from grace. And Nicole Anthony, I think she took Jordan's spot as like the most favorite player of like all time, and then she came
Hmm.
back and completely like fucked that up. Like, God, like she was not a good player in 21, but she was rootable, you know.
Yeah,
And then All Stars just completely ruined my image of her. I'm just like, Nicole, girl.
I know.
um,
It's disappointing, but I think she could still go and see because in 21,
yeah.
she when day 44 happened, she took the opportunity with Cliff to make some deals with Jackson and Holly, who were on the outs of whatever the fucking grateful sixth
Sixth
races. I
Sense.
don't know what
Or
sense, what
no, the
six
committee. The
shooters.
committee in 6 shooters, yeah.
They all blend together. So she took that opportunity. I think that was pretty good. She won the double eviction HOH when she needed to. So there's that. But I do believe that they made the wrong decision, her and Cliff. I think we talked about this with Cliff, to evict Tommy over Holly. So for that, and then All Stars is self-explanatory. So I would just say like mid to bottom C. Yeah. Perfect where she is.
There you go. Both crybabies. Where's
Mm-hmm.
Kevin? Oh, okay, whatever. All right.
Okay.
Nicole
let,
Frangel.
let me just say something.
Before I
She's
say
a
good,
she's a good winner. She's
yeah,
should be very high. The
yeah.
only problem that I have with her is that she doesn't want to be the bad guy. You are the bad guy. Own that you're the bad guy, and she would be like one of the best female winners to me. In the whole franchise. So I think that she should go high. Wait, scroll
It's
up. Where?
like she's anti-woman, and that's fine if she just owned it.
Yeah, we won't like it, but I think that I think
How many
she should
times have
go
we
in
seen people go on and be like, I don't like other girls? Okay, that's
so
fine.
many times. I think she should go in A plus.
For sure. Yeah. I hate this. I hate this future, but yeah, I agree. Derek
I
played
would
her.
she should go after
I,
Cody. What
true,
did you think?
true. Cody screwed her over. True. I forgot about that.
I like that.
Yeah. There was a chance she was our Sandra. Like I hate that so much. She was this close to being Sandra on Big Brother. Think about that. If she won twice, there legitimately would have been conversations if she's better than Dr. Will and Dan, and she would have got that title. And I hate that. Like
Mhm.
Nicole Franzel, I'm so sorry. She was about to be the best winner in Big Brother. I hate that so much. Because
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck are they letting her get so far? I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like
She's got to be
Franzel,
doing something right, you
she was
know?
about to be the first 2-time winner. That's crazy. That is
Yeah.
she shares the same placements with Dan higher than her. She was this close. She has higher
Yeah.
placements than well no. Will only played twice, so pump the brakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, mess man. And she got
Yeah.
eliminated. She had to battle her way back in.
Mhm.
Who does be?
Nicole from the runner-up of season 2.
Where's she at?
I really like her. I think that I would put her I don't remember like a lot, but I would go like bottom B to top C for
Bottom B,
Nicole.
top C. Okay.
I liked her a lot.
Top C
Yeah.
over Day.
I mean, she got second place.
Okay. Oh wait, okay, here. Okay. Whatever.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, Ali, Fall from Grace. I thought he had potential.
He got played by Dan. He
Played Dan. He did it first by
Yeah.
taking out what's his face? Dan. No, what's the other guy's name?
Brian?
Bruh, he lied to Dan and Brian saying that he was gonna save him and ratted Brian out. So he did it first.
Who got the
Yeah,
last
that's what I'm
laugh?
saying. He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
F tier for sure.
Really?
What?
I struggle. I'm sorry. I see. Okay, you're right, but I'm struggling because I love every single member of the Big Brother 10 cast.
This
They're
guy
so
took the dumbest deal in Big Brother history and fell for a hook, line, and sinker, threw
I
a
know.
temper tantrum, and started throwing pots everywhere. Like,
I know.
come on now. He was so bitter. Yeah, he's definitely F tier. He's one of the worst players ever, but I like Ali. He was funny.
Yeah. Put him
One of the
with Jen City.
Jen.
City.
Okay. One of the few people that to do it in the house, by the way,
Okay.
as well.
David is high in the F tier. It's making me uncomfortable.
I mean,
throw him.
He's better than some of these people. That's the
They
issue.
are. Okay, I'm overthinking.
No, you're not overthinking. He was a little too high, but he's better than Ashley Iacono for God's sake. Like,
what an icon.
Is he? Like, God. Anyway,
let's just move on before we spend like half an hour.
I feel like the fandom has lightened their. I'm going to give him his credit. You got to give him his credit.
Yes.
He'll probably be the highest ranked not winner out of all of them. I can't give him higher than anyone. Jason has to be is even better than Paul, I think.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes, because you have to. That is the biggest fumble. 19 is a massive fumble. People are like, oh, it's jury management. It's like, okay, we get it. It's so easy for them to say it's getting kind of old, but there is some truth to it. So,
Lavina, our next thing we're going to do a podcast of the best players never to win. We're going to rank all of them. We're going to do 10. Our top 10. Okay, that's our next
I'm
thing.
down. I also just realized we keep saying he for Paul.
Sorry,
apologize.
they. My bad. But I'm not much to say though. I mean, I thought even though his their 18th season 18 game wasn't that impressive, I was rooting for Paul. I was a huge Paul fan during then.
I was a huge Paul and Victor fan.
I was shocked that Paul came back and completely flipped the script and turned to a villain and did what they did. Like that was crazy as fuck. But yeah,
they deserve their placement where they are.
Yeah, exactly. If they won, I don't even know where. Shit. Top 5 conversation for sure. Top 5 conversation if they won. Paulie Calafiore.
F.
He was playing a masterful game until he fucked everything up. I'll never forget the pie day where he was crying and making pies. I felt bad for him.
With his little flag.
Yeah. He's up here.
Butterfly. Whatever he said about butterflies.
Porsche Briggs. I was a huge Porsche Briggs fan.
So was I.
I will let you know. I had a huge crush on Porsche Briggs when she was first out. But bad player.
Very much.
Such a air. She can be with Catherine Dunn.
I like it. Are we profiling?
No, I'm just playing people who played similar. God, what was her name? Not Amanda.
No, it was oh my god,
Erica?
No, oh my god, this is my favorite alliance ever. What is her name? Hold on. Sovereign 6.
She's the least memorable version.
Rachel.
Sasha. Oh yeah, Rachel. Yeah. Rachel. I really liked Rachel.
Horrible socially.
Yeah, horrible socially, and she threw her game away for freaking Howie. I thought she could have won, personally. I thought she was pretty good, personally, but horrible social game. But I mean, who really had a good social game in season 6? Nobody.
We love that though.
Yeah, she can be in D. I like her enough to be in D.
You know what? She reminds me a bit of Alex.
I was gonna say that, but I stopped myself. I agree.
Jessica's too high.
Yeah.
She should be an F.
I don't know about F though.
Just because we were rooting for her, and she was the less of the evils, and she's kind of like, she won that HOH, and we're like, come on, girl.
If Cody's not in the game, she does a little better. And I like the halting hex idea, but I mean, that was also production. It's not really her. She told the whole house about it. She got no off. Like, if you take Cody out the equation, she's actually not a bad player. But it's just yeah.
Yeah.
You think she's F? I'll put her in F.
High F.
I'll put her, if you think she's F, I'll put her in F.
Oh my god, hell yes.
Yeah.
Go
bad
up.
Player,
I don't care.
Bad
Go
player,
up.
but it's okay. You can be with Janelle. She's honestly, in my opinion, hot take, more iconic than Janelle.
Really?
There will never be another Rachel Riley. There will never. You know, like just like she is so annoying and so oblivious. And like so quotable, like both times she's so freaking quotable, it's ridiculous. And even in Amazing Race, like she's just amazing. Like she has not changed. She's a mess. Reality TV gold right there. I'm sorry.
I also do want to say that the season that she won, she earned the hell out of her win. It is insane. Come on. Like, she was the target from week 1. She had to let Brendan go. She decided, I got to get my head in the game. I think she paved her way. I don't care. I'm one of those people.
That's a hot take. Because production definitely handed that win to her with that damn Pandora's box. Screwed my girl Shelly over.
I mean, okay.
Shelly got freaking screwed, okay?
But you can't not admit that she was the target from week 1.
I mean, Jordan also quit the game for her. Literally quit, but she told people to vote. They were going to vote out Rachel, and then Jordan went around and said, vote me out instead. That game literally got handed to her. But I'm okay. She was my favorite winner for like the longest. She's my first winner.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first season I've experienced. I was like so obsessed with Rachel Riley. I love Rachel Riley personally, so I'm okay with her going anywhere up here.
Yes.
Quotable alone.
Impact.
Freaking Reagan.
Speaking of, I mean,
Wow.
listen, not a great player.
Not at all.
Decent socially, but the
Yeah.
iconic moment, like, come on.
He's a nicer version of Tommy Bracco.
Okay. What? I feel like, well, okay. He was more of a real version. Tommy was like so fake. Let's be.
Well, Tommy's actually
clear.
probably a better player.
Definitely a better player, 100%.
Fake as hell.
But yeah,
Reagan,
D is good.
he can be in D. He can sit here. He's better than he can be with Jessica. They can be together. Neither of them are that good, but they made a certain move that made them memorable.
Yeah.
What a freaking psycho. F but top of F, okay? Freaking psycho.
What would we do without her? Come on.
I hate it, Raven. I'm so confused why the fandom just like stan Raven now. Like I'm like, where the hell did this come from?
Because she's.
I hate her. When she was freaking screaming at people, I hate it, Raven. I'm so sorry. And her going to Joy and calling herself a mastermind. I was like, who is this idiot? My pacemaker. Like I was like, what the hell? But
the lying is a lot.
Maybe it's because I just hate 19. Look, Lavina. There's only a few seasons that I promised myself I would never go back to, right? That's 19, that's 21, and then that's All Stars 2. I have not gone back to watch 19 since it came out at all. And I refuse it. So maybe that's why I'm biased, but she was funny. So there you go. I know she was on some some shark fishing movie recently with her new boyfriend. Yeah, like a documentary she was in recently.
Okay, pop off.
Talk about icons though. This is what we're talking.
S tier.
No, oh man. Like I gotta put her at least in B.
You gotta put her in C. Like, come on. Listen, I don't care about okay. This is the one person. She's my Jen Johnson. Like I don't care about the gameplay right now. You are gonna stay where you are. Like she's just one of those people. It's like I think that's what I mean by like the entire cast. That's why I had such a hard time putting Ollie in the F. Because I just love the entire cast. They like brought it. They had something to add to this. Even Brian had something to add to the season. Even Steven had something to add. So yeah, she's perfect where she is. She's an icon. We need to cast older people.
Fun fact. My friend Dylan Andrews, so he had a live stream during All Stars 2. And he had 2 special guests. And I was like, who's it? He had freaking Rennie and then Sheila from season 9 on the same stream. And they were just dragging the fuck out of everyone. She was calling like Memphis a bitch. And I was like, y'all are so funny, bro. Like you got 2 like chaotic like older ladies just like dragging the fuck out this cast. It was so funny.
Look where she is among those women. That's incredible.
Yeah, she's awesome. Her, like her and Jerry were just messes.
Oh my God, please. It's inappropriate.
Oh, this guy. He was
Robert. Ew.
Creepy. What a creep.
Cheater.
Yeah, what a creep. I don't really like F. Can we put him in F?
Well, okay.
He was so annoying.
He did have an alliance with Justin and G, which was good.
All right, D. Move on.
Okay.
D. I hate. He was his face annoys me. I'm so sorry.
He's like slime ball. Yeah.
Love Rockstar, but also F.
My girl's going to F. She gave the answers to Tyler. She gave the answers.
Oh my God! Why did she do that?
Yep.
On my daughter's birthday, she was like, "I can't," and Brett's like, "Then don't."
I mean, they both deserve an award for that. They're both incredible people.
They hated each other
for giving us that.
She can go right up here with April. It's so funny. I met Rockstar before. She's so funny.
She's great. And she's gorgeous.
What the hell is this?
I can't see again. Hold on. Where am I? Who the hell is that?
Who knows?
Is that No, it's not.
Judging by the
Skip.
background, he looks like he's from season 2.
No, that's 3.
No, that's not 3.
Wait, it's not?
I don't think so. Let me look at Jason's. Whoop. Whoops.
Oh,
My mouse
Jesus.
is not cooperating. Oh, it is 3. Yeah.
Whatever.
Freaking Russell.
F.
Yeah, he wanted to be a villain so bad. I actually was shocked that he never got asked back.
He was funny. He gave content. Come on.
Bark like a little dog. Bark.
Ew.
And then Jordan comes in like, I'm not scared of you.
Well, like, also, can we just address that she put her hands on him, but Shima is the one. Okay, anyways.
Yeah, mess. Oh, this Ryan guy, he's a horrible player.
He got second, right? I didn't finish. Matter. I didn't finish 9 because I got so uncomfortable with.
He is Mark. Behaving. He's Mark if Mark made it far in a game.
I see it.
That's literally his game.
Cool.
Go Jeff. Another psycho.
The crack.
I'm gonna rip this fucking place to shreds.
Girl.
God, the hopes we had for freaking Sam going in that season. She was high on a lot of people's list too.
I did feel really empathetic towards her with the robot stuff. That is worse than but what she did to my girl Haley. Oh! I forgot about that. Thank you. That speech to Haley and Caitlin was terrible. So horrible. I'm gonna f her for that.
She was crazy. She lost her freaking mind in the house. She's just Chelsea. There you go.
Sure.
I find the Scotty annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
I was completely.
He wasted a second opportunity.
He did. He did come back. I don't know, low D for me.
Yeah. Captain America. He's not a bad player.
He's not, but
he's also like boring. Like,
but I also like the way that I view Danielle and Shane is just like you like knock on the head, there's some echo. Like for me personally, it's like you're gonna let Dan run these circles. Like, come on, you guys. So for me,
unfortunate thing with him and Frank were going to make a final 2, and it wasn't until the coaches got involved that kind of failed. Mm-hmm. On a regular season, him and Frank run that game because they win all the competitions.
Yeah.
We were kind of robbed of like probably one of the most dominant final 2s ever when it comes to competitions, if you look back at it. But yeah, definitely D.
Cool.
Let's see. Who the hell are you?
I think that's is her name not Nicole? She's the one who did the toothbrush. She was part of Chilltown. She got evicted right away, so it is an F. And she took what was his name? Hardy's toothbrush.
Hardy.
Big Brother to toothbrush. Did
like
she get eliminated? Hardy. Like, oh no, Shannon was her name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she took Hardy's toothbrush and swiped it in the toilet, which is iconic, but it is an F. Sorry.
It's bad. Yeah. Is this Sharon? From season 9. You didn't watch that.
I did, but I didn't finish because, like I said, it made me very uncomfortable.
Listen, she's a low winner, right? But Sharon, I'm going to put her in D because here's my thing. Homegirl.
Winner?
Sharon. No, not
winner.
No, I said she got robbed of being a winner.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
There you go. Because literally, there was she was doing pretty good after her ex got out the house, right?
Yeah.
Literally a competition. There's a tiebreaker. Julie's like, how many couples came in the house? She got the exact number right. And Julie was like, actually, you're wrong because you didn't include the hamsters. They're a couple too. So they took the veto away from her and she got screwed over.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, but Yeah, I mean that's also season 9. So what are you gonna do? Sheila, icon. You're going up with Jerry.
Yeah.
Where's Jerry at? Love me some Sheila. She was the amount of arguments she got in was so funny.
She
Um,
fucking hated Adam. She
she's the
hated
only
it.
season 9 person I would love to see come back. Love
Yes.
her. Robbed. Shelly.
She was very good.
I'm putting her hot
B.
take. I'm putting her in B. Yeah.
That's not a hot take.
Yeah.
Yep. Right where she is,
Yeah.
right there.
Robbed.
Perfect. We already discussed her previously, so.
Yeah. This is another Shelly. She let my hopes down, man. I thought she was gonna be good.
She was decent, so that's why I would say D.
When she got into the show, just like April, right?
Yes.
I feel like
April's
it's
better,
unfortunate that there's like Shelly and Jessica and the other Jessica. It's just like you guys getting these showmasters and your games just like tank, you know, and it's unfortunate.
It robs us.
Yeah, because Clay was horrible. Like she actually had potential.
Dumb. He's an echo in the head if you knock on it. 100%.
She gave winner energy, in my opinion.
Yes.
Who is this lady?
She's from 2.
The background says 2. Yeah, because I'm looking at the background.
Yeah, just don't remember enough.
Okay.
Screw it.
Spencer Clawson.
Was he? Did I miss that?
Kidding.
Wait, no, seriously.
No. I mean, a lot of the cast said a lot of ignorant shit.
Yeah.
He was one of the people who said some ignorant shit. Spencer Clawson, I feel like is such an overrated player. I think a lot of people. I remember like Alex Kidwell, Taryn, Brent, and Jordan Parhar ranked him very high in their best players not to win. But I'm like, Spencer Clawson was just there.
He was just there. He got lucky.
He was a block star.
I don't like saying people get lucky, but if I had to choose one singular player in the entire franchise, I would think of Spencer. So I won't put him in F though. I will definitely not put him in F because he did get far and he did survive the block countless times. So would you put him in C or
Mack?
D?
He can be with Johnny Mack, block stars.
They're similar, but
he's
Johnny's
very overrated though. Like, you know, John, like he wasn't telling people to put him on the block. He was just getting nominated, you know.
Yeah.
Steve Moses.
I liked his win. I like a good super fan win. I like it wasn't an easy road for him. He made the decision to cut Vanessa, which was, I mean, I don't know if that, like we said earlier, I don't know if they would have been bitter towards Vanessa. But he did make the right decision ultimately because I do think that she would have gotten Liz, Julia, and potentially Austin's vote unless he was. Now I'm just kind of like, I don't know about the bitterness, but yeah, I think that was still an iconic move. So we're still talking about that too.
And another thing that's underrated with Steve's game that people don't talk about is his competition wins. I think he can you check the numbers on that? But he won the majority of the competitions that season as well. I think it was close to a record.
Towards the back end, mostly, right?
Yeah, vetoes.
4 HOHs, 2 vetoes, 1 Battle of the Block.
That's a lot.
And he was nominated 5 times, which is not an easy thing to. Yeah.
He can be he can be A.
I think I would
be B+.
put him above Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost done. We were just talking about you.
I think he's a good player, and he did the best he could with the last week in his last week in the house. But he also had Christy. So I don't know.
He could have been like the next Frankie Grande that won, but like I'm gonna put him up here with JC. I think JC's better than him.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even like JC.
No, none of us do.
But the issue with Tommy is that he actively let his players get eliminated. He didn't do anything to try to stop them. He didn't really have any control. Just one by one, you see his allies getting eliminated, him not doing anything about it, not adjusting to the point where he's relying on either Cliff or Nicole, who completely get misted because he didn't put in any work with them. I was also shocked that he wasn't in All Stars, but I'm glad he wasn't. I don't know. He's kind of annoying.
Want to do that season. Oh well, no, yeah. They did.
They put 2 people from there and David.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I have no idea. Shit.
This guy. So I mean.
Okay, the thing with Tyler is that his Big Brother 20 game was incredible to watch. It was incredible to watch, except towards the end. Yes. Yeah. And there's that reality, and then there's the Big Brother 22 reality where he just didn't seem to even want to be there half the time. He still did good,
which is wild.
Because of the freaking people who were cast. We're all okay. We're not going to get into the BB22. Like, but yeah, I still think that he's a good player. Slight overrated for me, but I still think that I wanted him to win Big Brother 20 because of what I said earlier. I like a really strategic kind of villain. He was a little villainous towards like the Caitlyn stuff. Like he got Caitlyn to do a lot of things. So
yeah. I feel like I want to put him behind Casey. Or is that too low? He could be up here, but I'm just like, he could also be right here.
I think he should be there. Yeah.
Okay. I love
whatever.
Easy. All right. Hey, I hated her during her original season, but I love her now. Vanessa. Just impact alone. You gotta put her and Paul. You gotta be up here.
Period.
Honestly, I kind of want to put her higher, but
yes, 1000%. Yes, she was insane, but like it's nothing. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. And the thing with Paul is that we saw him lose the jury twice. We are just guessing and spitballing about Vanessa. Like, oh, maybe they would have been better, but it's like. Maybe they wouldn't have been. And unfortunately for Paul, we saw them lose twice. So yeah. I'm cool with
it. Victor.
Impact. This is an impact vote for me. But like high C.
She's not a good player. But he's good at comp, so I'll give him up here with the comp. These 3 comp people.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I wish Nicole didn't change him into wherever the hell he is now.
Dude, I'm saying.
Talk about impact.
S tier, baby. What you mean?
Nah, I mean, Victoria, not a good player. She can be with like the other airheads, but the top of the airheads, we love her.
The queen of the airheads.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, not
you
even
don't have to say it.
Whoa, where'd he go?
Oh no!
I was like, "Where's Will?" Oh my god! Welcome to the S tier club.
After for me, it's after Dan.
Damn, no, I can't do that.
Please.
You right there. I used to be team Will over Dan, and then I came to my senses. I'm like, all right, I'm being biased. Like, come on, they're both so good though. Okay,
Dan is just cracked for me.
Will we get another Dan or Will? Like, when is the next one, man? Like, Tiffany could have been that.
Tiffany.
She was ready to commit a huge blindside to save freaking Christian. We were so close, Rob.
That was so good.
What the hell is this?
I think that's. I can't remember.
It looks like you got the same season 5 background.
Throw him in there.
Yeah, I feel bad. Like all these backgrounds.
I know.
Liston sucked. It was so weird too. He coming in, I thought he was going to do well, and then he just started talking about freaking guns. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I mean, like not even that though. He was just like very just like there. But anyways, Zach. Okay, this is
my favorite. One of my favorite players ever.
purely impact, like, and he wasn't that bad at the game. Like, listen, he was well positioned in my opinion. So
Yeah. Zach Rance is something they've been trying to replicate forever. You're never going to get another Zach, okay?
nope.
You're never Zach and Dr. Will, like these crazy like people like Impact alone, he's not even a good player. Impact alone, I'm putting him up here, okay?
He's like a Davon, yeah, like that row.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right
perfect.
here. Love me some Zach Rance, man. These are just fan favorites.
Yeah. Oh my
this
god,
guy,
please.
Zach.
Listen, I fucking love that season. I don't know what it is. It's just so funny to me. Another knock on the head, Echo. We love it. But he did get third. Other than that, I don't know much of what he did except for just kind of make it there. Not good socially. I don't think he would have gotten many votes because he didn't have the respect of anyone in the jury. So, I mean,
I also never remember that competition where they had to stand in the freaking rain. That was awesome.
that was a lot.
Pressure cooker. He's so where are we putting him?
High D or low C.
Could be above Christine. Ah,
Yeah.
no. Now my good sister kept me. I can't put him that low. But you can't put him over Jesse Grotters. I mean, come on, it's Jesse Grotters.
I like that.
Hold on, why is Jesse so low? Hold up.
He did get robbed.
Yeah, he's just entertaining as fuck. You gotta put him over here. Okay.
Cool.
We're so close. This is the last non-Big Brother 23 person. Love Zakia, but
she was so disappointing. I was
yeah.
rooting for her. So disappointing. So yeah.
Very disappointing. Another girl robbed because of what? A showman's.
Also, she's the most gorgeous player that has ever played Big Brother.
She up there.
She's the most stunning player.
I think Bailey's in that conversation too.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bailey's very, very pretty. All right, and now we got the most recent cast, 23.
Okay.
Try to eliminate all recency bias.
Mm-hmm. Can we just start with Tiffany?
Real quick. I don't even know why we rank Christian. Do we need to rank Christian?
Wait, why was he there? Didn't he not make jury?
I feel like we wanted to talk about him. He didn't make it. No.
I don't want to talk about him anymore.
Yeah, he's out of
a really sweet guy, but
all right, so we got Alyssa. Usually you want to talk about Tiff?
Yeah, because I just want to throw her up there.
Go ahead. Queen.
Boop.
A+.
Oh, for sure. But where?
We'll
First?
I don't think you put it first. Unless you're talking about impact.
I'm going to go first.
Because I was going to say next to Vanessa.
She has the entire package for me for what we're ranking on. Because there's impact, and then she created the cookout. Okay. And she was the head of the cookout in terms of strategy. And she gave some iconic moments, I would say. Like, there wasn't a lot of thing with Big Brother 23. Sometimes I feel like people don't say they don't like the season because it was like kind of straightforward. And it was because it was not dramatic. Casting. But I do think that Tiffany, like the fight with Big D, like when I forgot what it was about, but she was just like being chaotic, and he was like, why are you talking to me like that? And she's like, why are you talking to me like that? It was something like hilarious. So I think that because of that, she's the full package. She gave some drama. She's the creator of the best alliance of all time. And she was not just a creator, but the head of it. So there's really no question for me that she should be an A+.
Yeah.
Or top of A+.
Okay. You know me, I love Tiffany. That's one of my favorite players of all time. Alyssa was not I think she's a little bit overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
She is.
She can be in D with
She's Haley.
yeah, she's like literally this area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's better than Natalie. Yeah, these are all honestly Becky up. These are like all the same player.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
I'm trying not to be biased. She's my favorite of the cast.
I love Ozza. It's the bestie.
Like outside of the
Ozza,
game, like she's the one.
such
Like,
a sweet. So look, during this season, I was saying she was one of the worst players.
yeah, a lot of us
But
were.
now that I had time to marinate with it, I could be far from wrong. Because one, being a part of Cookout, that's a plus. I think the thing with her, X, in sort of DF, but not really. Those three players were playing the Cookout game, where you see technically X still, and Kylan and Tiffany and Hannah playing the Big Brother game, right? I think Ozza was playing the Big Brother game when she threatened to put herself on the block for Brittany and all that stuff. But once Brittany was out the game, the picture, I think Ozza's head was really in the zone
Yeah.
to the point where it's like, all right, it's about winning. When she pulled out that win and got Hannah out, I was very, why did you do that at first?
I was so upset.
But do you agree that Hannah beats Ozza? That's the first
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
So that wasn't a bad move.
Yes.
2, did Hannah and Tiffany really include Ozza in anything?
No.
No. Who did include them in stuff? The guy. So I don't blame her for doing that. And then
And
the
it
third
wasn't
thing,
like a Franzel
it wasn't.
situation. Absolutely not.
And the third thing is, does she have a chance to win? Obviously, she beats DF. There was shockingly a chance for her to beat Xavier as well.
Mhm.
So she's not, like, literally, she was one competition away from potentially winning the season.
Mhm.
So with that being said, I can't hate on her game because is it favorable? No. But did she do the damn thing she did? So
Mhm.
I can't. I mean, before I say where I would rank her, what would you rank her?
I'm gonna give. Wait, scroll up again. Let me see. I forgot.
You're good.
Okay. I think my heart says B, but I think logically it is a C because of overall. But then there's the impact as well. I don't know. I think it's a very high, the highest of C's.
I'm gonna do C's for now. I'm gonna put up with Day, but I'm curious to see. Are we doing top?
No.
C?
Yes.
I'm curious to see. I'm obligated to move some people around. The more we put people on.
Yeah. That's how I felt looking at it before we even started.
Brittany wasn't that good.
No. It's an F, unfortunately. Yeah. We love the girl.
She's nice. She could be with Rockstar. That challenge with the numbers that she couldn't get, I'm like, damn, Britt. Claire. I'm so scared to talk about Claire because people get so angry at me. Go ahead.
I don't care. I lovely person. Like she seems great, but she really just gave me nothing. And I love the moment. I think, you know what? Again, how many times am I going to say this? But the impact, I do think that the moment that she understood why Tiffany had to do what she did was an impactful moment. I think that's an incredible moment. I remember crying while watching it, both on the feeds and on the episode, and while reading stuff online, because it's like, I don't know, she knew how important that moment was, and it was bigger than the game. So I'm not going to put her an F at all. That's not going to happen. But I do think, I remember I don't remember this tweet that I made, but I remember like she had to, I forgot what happened, but I was like, Claire needed to be pushed more. So I wish I saw more from her. But yeah, I think I would, I don't know, I'm giving her a D.
I feel like I'm cool with D as well. But I was gonna say, I feel like if you put her in any other season, she actually probably does really good. And I think that her and Tiffany as like a duo would have been one of the most dominant duos that we've seen in like a long time. Like that, though,
Mhm.
if you just watched the feeds and saw their strategic talks, like with her and Tiffany, they were giving me like Derek and Cody. They're giving me like Mike and Will, Dan and Memphis. Like I felt like strategically they were very well set up. I felt like they were going to make like a 4-person with like Hannah and DX.
I would have screamed. I remember that.
Like that would have been one of the most dominant alliances ever, in my opinion, because they were running circles around that house. But obviously, that's not the circumstances. Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna put her around Cliff. I think they both just give nothing, where they could have did a
Yeah.
lot better.
But her lasting impact is what I just described to me.
Yeah,
I think that's very important.
very sweet person though. Matter, she's very nice.
F.
Yes, Derek F.
Listen.
Honestly, is one of the like he's so lucky that he got second place.
Yes.
Because I've just never actively
Meech,
watched
man.
the way he just actively convinced Azza to not want to take him to the end is crazy to me.
The disrespect that he showed, not only to Azza, that was later, to Tiffany, was my like it was so uncomfortable for me to watch. I couldn't watch it. Listen, I understand. I'm sure they've talked. I'm sure. I mean, I
Oh
think
no, they're
they
friends.
are
They're friends.
they
Now.
are
They're
friends,
They
and
are.
that's awesome. Like, I'm not saying he should just be like exiled or whatever, but from the show is what we're ranking this based on. Yeah. So F.
DX.
Higher than Claire.
Another case of if you're on a different season, it would have been a different story.
His story from the beginning, though, this is what jumps out to me. He was ready to go. Like, he was out the door. He was out the door. Like, after week 1, it was either Travis or him,
He
and
completely picked the game up.
100%. So
He picked the game up.
he's an
Um,
all-star for me.
I'm gonna put him with Victor. Oh, if there's any all stars from that season, Tiffany and DX are getting asked back before
Oh my
anybody
God.
else. That's not even a question.
I would like cry.
DX, so he's like a Victor, so comp wins alone. I think strategically he's better than a lot of these other people, like Holly's like up here too. He could keep up with a lot of people strategically. He actually was not bad at strategy. He just put a lot of trust in Tiff, which, granted, I get it. Because if it
It's
wasn't
Tiff.
any other reason, yeah.
She's like, she would warp people's minds.
I'm gonna
So.
put him behind James.
Okay. They're similar,
Yeah.
but James is far more messy.
Miss Chada, very, very, very intelligent.
Yes.
Very intelligent. So here's my thing.
I feel like we're moving up slightly, like every time.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like every time we grab a player, it was like Claire, and then I'm like, okay, DX is above Claire, and I think that Hannah is clearly above DX. But with Azza,
It's tricky because one, Azza got Hannah out. But two, so I think Hannah played the game of Big Brother better.
yes,
But
overall,
she should have been. She and Tiffany's error. Y'all knew it was going to come down to the cookout at some point, and they didn't play their cards right.
And the two of them were on the outs.
Yeah, and they slacked off with Kylan. They didn't manage Azza correctly. And then on top of that, here's my issue with Hannah. I don't know if she gets enough respect to win the game when she gets to the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if she beats Azza. I don't know if she beats. I mean, obviously she doesn't beat X. She doesn't beat Tiff. She doesn't beat Kylan. I don't know. DF is her best bet. She wasn't going to take DF to the end. Does she beat Azza? I don't know. So it's like
I think she does.
Like, I'm inclined to put both of them higher.
Because we have to take into account that if Hannah gets a chance to answer questions and make a final plea, she's eating everyone up. Every single one. Including X, by the way. Maybe even Tiffany, who knows, like so I think that alone, overall gameplay for me is above Azza.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would say that.
I want to put both of them, like, go tier up.
Let's go
or is
for
that
it.
jumping?
Yeah. No, go. Because Christy's there.
Yeah. Oops. I'll put them both right here. Or is
Yeah.
that too high?
No, because Christy's
Okay.
there.
I feel so bad putting Dave on this low.
Is Christy too high?
I want to drop all 4 of these people. I'm not going to lie.
No, not Helen.
Like,
I
I
think you can
almost...
drop Christy and keep her high C.
Okay.
Memphis did too well on both of his seasons.
I'm not going to stare at it too long. So Kylan's a good player, and honestly, he could have won. And he like if he was back, he would have probably do fairly well. The issue with this dude is the way that he ended the game. Kind of. This is another case. I'm not going to put him there. This is another case of someone of him playing the game good, but not playing the cookout game well, right? Where he was managing Sarah Beth in that side, but he wasn't really. First of all, if it was any other season, I think he gets bumped, like he's out of here because of his allegiance to Sarah Beth. But even outside of that, he put so much trust in X that was unwarranted, and I feel like that was a huge mistake.
Yeah. I do believe he's a bit of an overrated member of the cookout, gameplay wise.
I don't know. Because he had a legitimate shot to win. I feel like if he just took Tiff and Hannah like they wanted to, then he would have been fine. Because he could beat both of them in a competition. Well, hot take, because Tiffany actually started going on a little spree at the end. But Kylan was no slouch in comps. They both wanted to take him to the end. He could have had DF in his pocket. All you had to do was take X out personally. And then what you do, you have Tiff and Hannah would take him to the end. You got Azza who trusted him as well. DF, he would have been fine. All he had to do, his only mistake was putting all his trust in X for no reason. I don't know why he did that. But
I think he would have cut him if it came to it. But...
Yeah, okay. Maybe.
B is
no, he wouldn't have cut him. He was
You don't think so?
He was dead ass loyal to him to the end. Like he wanted to take him final tail.
I don't know, because for me, the reaction
confessionals.
The reaction, okay, you're right. But the like vibes that I was getting from like the whole outburst before he left was, damn, he got me first. That was like the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. I just really feel like he would have anyways, but
I really feel like he was just misted like crazy.
That was insane.
I never spoke any. Anyway, where do we want to put him?
I like B.
B?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Ew, why are you this high? You get dropped.
Yeah, put her after Adam.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, anyway. Sarah Beth. I was at one point where I was like, Sarah Beth is guaranteed to come back. I don't really feel that anymore now that time's passed. But she was fun. Comp queen. She was an ice queen. She was like Angela. She was just like Angela, honestly. Is that a hot take?
Oh, I mean, Angela was a little bit better gameplay wise, but
you think? Yeah, I think Chrissy's better than her too, though.
Yeah, I like that.
Boom, JC's better than her. Tommy's better than her.
Yeah.
Brett's better than her. Enzo's better than her. Cleo. Ooh. Ooh.
Put her after Danielle.
Yeah, that fits it. Smart. There you go. And then Xavier.
Oh my god, the winner.
A good winner.
I like him as a winner. I would go B+. I would put him in front of Casey. Because I'm sorry, but Tiffany did all the work, period.
I agree. And he actually was like very like blind to a lot of stuff. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god, we did it!
Yeah.
I have to pee so fucking bad.
Do we have any last second changes?
I actually really like it. I changed all the things I really wanted to.
That's all that matters then. So, real quick.
Yay.
Delete. We don't need you flops anymore. and I'm gonna download it. But we're
Send that
done.
or tweet it, I guess.
I'm
Yay!
posting on Twitter so we can get canceled.
Hell yeah!
Okay, I'm
Thank
gonna
you for
close.
joining.
Yes, thank you for joining, Lavina. What's up with you? Where can people find you, Lavina?
Twitter at lpavs with 2 S's.
All right, and then like usual, I'm Isaiah Cow 1. You can find me and all that fun stuff. I said, ooh, that's my old screen name. You can find me at 8 Ball Bangers.
I was like,
that's my old screen name. Don't do that. You can find me at 8 Ball Bangers, where I'm doing streams like this a lot, and podcasting. One day, me and Lavina are going to have a podcast. It's going to be your favorite podcast ever. Okay, but that's the end of the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.